Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for for taking your time to wait and all that stuff. You're probably wondering what is going on or whatever and stuff, but yeah. Today begins the NTR streams. And before all of that stuff begins, I wanted to just take a little bit of time to, I guess, do what we normally do on chillin' on Friday. So yeah, and it's not quinceañera Blondie. My quinceañera was totally a couple a couple years ago and whatnot. But thank you for coming to the stream. Yeah, again. As you can tell, or not many people can tell, today's theme had been selected by our special guest that we'll be having today. I'll raise my glass like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Great Gatsby, but even though this glass is just not, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, their theme was actually a theme that I wanted to do sometime in the future. It's a Hostess stream. So that's what today's outfit is going to be played on against Hostess. I really wanted to do this stream. I had a stream surprised for you, in the future. Something like this, but I guess it looks like I have to rework it and just revamp the whole thing again. It's gonna have different music, different style, different theme, different everything. But I guess that's not the case for this one, since as I said, I'm late on it. It was supposed to happen in October, but it's I was late on it. So going forward, let me just take a sip of this because I hadn't had anything to drink all day. I apologize for the delay. I forgot how to set up my iPod earphones, my AirPods, because I didn't want to wear a headset, since I didn't want to cover the hairstyle or earrings and everything like that. So I figured I would go for this, and it just basically did that for me. What else do we have here? I'm pretty sure there was more other stuff that I want to say. I mean, there's something that I have to do later. There's actually something I have to do later. But I guess that's gonna have to wait. Let me just get that over there. This one that's supposed to be over here, and I just want to take time to actually see the chat. And now y'all guys are saying free Bowsette. I don't know, maybe I'll give you Bowsette sometime in the future. So yeah, so this outfit is, from what I had stated, they said glam host, and I figured, hey, why not do this? Why not do this? This is sort of similar to what I wanted to do later. Other than that, how's everyone else this week? I hope everyone else this week has been going great. I've had a busy last week, I could say. I had the Friday stream. Saturday I actually had to work at a Maid cafe again, which is really fucking awesome. I wanted to do a recap video on it, but I didn't have any time to do any of that. So yeah. It was nice. For the Maid cafe experience, I wish the weather wasn't so crazy, because a lot of people had to cancel. But once again, big shout out to Uno. Big shout out to Uno. Big shout out to Kudos Society, Maid Cafe. Thank you for having me. A major shout out to the people who visited me over there. I appreciate the tip. It was a lot. It was a lot. Thank you. I wish I had more time to spend with you as well. It was so freaking awesome trying to meet you. I had no idea that you lived in Jersey, and when you said that you were coming, I was just awestruck. I'm happy that you brought a friend as well, when it came to a friend who didn't know anything about this, and it was just amazing, both of you. I remember both your names, but I think just to stay safe, I'm gonna just keep it unknown. It'll be our thing. But you know, for the tip and whatnot, I suppose you said I was to like drink this, but I guess I'll do it for like one glass. One glass, like I'll just do this for you. I won't be able to like really read the chat though if I do it. But I'm gonna have to like kneel while I sit. So I'm gonna do that for you. Just so we know. I forgot to put on my freaking scarf thingy, but it's gonna have to wait. Let me put that right over there. Oh my god. And then I don't know how these people were. I'm so not ready for this. But I'm gonna drink this. I'm like so right now. Okay, but yeah. This is what I was supposed to do, right? So do. Oh yeah, there you are. I see you typing. Yeah. It's a mini TR. Yeah. NJ, first time. Oh, thank you for the invite. Oh wow, were you the person that came? At the Maid Cafe too? I just want to say, you know, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for ordering all the food. Thank you for letting me serve you as your maid. Thank you for letting me do all the moe stuff. Yeah, right? I feel like a freaking pageant girl, right? No, guys, you're getting the wrong image. It's supposed to be glam. Like, no, it's supposed to be hostess. They stated glam hostess, so this is what, you know, the whole thing is supposed to represent. Okay? No. Like, see, this is why I had to do my hostess stream again. But a little bit more better with another theme. But, yes. I'm not a princess. I can see pull off Marie Antoinette with the body off her head or the body on her head. Oh my god. Pop Park that day? Oh, okay, well it was in Jersey, and this is like almost finished. I was supposed to like really like finish this, but like I'm just so right now, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I finished it sitting down, so now I can stand back. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm not like censored again or anything like that. Oh shit, I can't ruin this. This is very expensive. This is like really expensive. This is like Burberry, so yeah, it's really expensive. This is like a $400 just for this freaking scarf. It's like $400. Oh yeah. But yeah, I had an amazing time at Maid Cafe. It was awesome. They treated us food, and then after that, we went to go eat at East. For people who don't know, East is like a Japanese restaurant where it's a conveyor belt sushi. So what happens is that you just basically pick up East. Hold on, sushi. I wish I had images just to like show you. Just to let you know, also within the hour, like after an hour passes, it's going to that's when we'll transition to whatchamacallities. And I'll show you our special guest. It's something like this, where sushi's on a conveyor belt. It's just that the plates, yeah, they pretty much, the plates are colored, so they basically know how much the sushi that you got costs. So if you get like a red plate, it's like $2. If you have like a gold plate, it's like $8 or $10. So depending on like how many plates you have, they just pretty much count them, and then that's how your bill is racked up. So you just pick whatever sushi. The sushi's already there. You don't have to like wait for it. You just go, and then it's really fucking awesome. So go to East one day. They used to have one in New York, East 28, but it closed down. And there was a karaoke place, Japas, right above it, where you can go and do karaoke. But I think it's gone now, so you won't be able to you won't be able to like fucking go anymore. I suppose. Holy shit. Yeah. On other Maid events, I'm not really going. I don't know. It I think my Maid cafe days may be over. They may soon be over. I really don't know if I will be partaking in them, because I've been getting a lot of stuff to do, a lot of requests to do totally not innocent things, and I suppose like, you know, like my contracts are expiring, so I'll be able to work for other for other totally innocent places that require that. I don't know. I get DMs all the time. When you're gonna do this? When you're gonna do this? So I really, I don't know. But if I have another one in the future, we will see. I think for all in all, it was a great play, like a great event. As I said, it was just the weather that like really killed us. If anything, I had an amazing time. For people who didn't like see any of the pictures, I wish you had more pictures on the thing. You could probably go to their Instagram, Kuda Society, but a picture that I shared before, me and Uno at the cafe, and then me totally cheesing. Oh, come on. Why are you bugging now? Download clarity. Me cheesing with some guys. Amex Platinum card. I'm totally not a gold digger, guys. I just want to let you guys know that. I am not a gold digger. Despite, you know, but holding this Amex Platinum card really felt nice. I'm hoping one day I can hopefully get one in the future. I just don't travel a lot, so it would probably just, you know, probably more of an expenditure than an actual positive. But that's my week. I'm trying to think of all the other stuffs that I've been working on other than the stream and whatnot. You know, who did your makeup? Oh, I did my makeup. No, I do my makeup. It's something that you practice. Like you have friends to teach me, right? If there's anything that I think that I may not be well experienced with, and then from that point I learn from that, and then just, yeah. I will never be able to you can have personal service. I can totally provide you with personal service. So yeah. No, the plate doesn't have 10 pieces. No. The plate doesn't have 10 pieces. It probably has like 2 things. I'm sorry if my bangle's like really loud. Let me know if you want me to take it off. I'll be more than happy to take it off. Hello, mamacita. I'm not a mamacita. This is not my quinceañera. This is a dual stream. Blondie talks NTR Blondie Love Series, formerly NTR Blondie Talks Love Series, Blondie Love Series, formerly known as NTR Series. November T something. It could be traps, thoughts, trans, tuberculosis. It could be anything that starts with a T. You know, it's ambiguous, and then reverie, because it's totally like a daydream. Where's my daydream filter on this shit? Hold on. Should be here. Do I have it? Filter. Oh, yeah. Oh wait. Okay. It didn't go. Oh, look, I'm so much brighter now. Okay, let's turn this shit off now. There. Back to reality. Actually, I think we should keep that on. Oh no, is this better? Let me know how dreamy I look since I applied a very light pink thing to it. Shout out from all the way from Arizona. Yo, what up, Arizona? I like your dessert. You live in a ghost town? Oh my god. I can't stream Maid Cafe for hours because I'm actively working. I can't just have it like all the way over there. And sometimes for other Maid Cafes you won't be able to stream just because it's quiet. 7 rings, are those 7 wedding rings? Yeah. I told you I'm totally married now, but I've room for one more. I have room for one more, so you know, I'm totally not a gold digger, you know. All this bling is totally affordable. So yes, I can't count how many carrots there are because I hate vegetables. I'm not you or bring Uno to my room. You want me to bring Uno to? That's a possibility. Uno doesn't live super far from me. But we're gonna be over here talking. That's actually a possibility. Holy shit! I've actually brought Uno over here. We'll think about it. I've always been meaning to have other people over here. You know, I mean, I brought Frank last time. You know, or better yet, I can have someone. I can just have a green screen and then send them a picture of my room. That way they can like literally be in my room. I know that someone's done that before. Dude, name the price. Oh, freedom. No, I'm just kidding. Blondie, you gotta bring your Moe Moe to Jersey again. Hopefully it isn't the last time. We'll see. We'll see if it's demanded, then I'll be there. You know, I can't abandon my Moe duties. You know, unless I like lose my innocence. Can you do my makeup? Sure, just get me a plane ticket over there. Room and board, everything. Snow White and the Seven Princess. I wouldn't know. I mean, you know, these just happen to fit, you guys. These just happen to fit, and it's because I'm a hostess. All my all my customers gave me these rings and these bangles or whatever. So yes, I'm like totally #1 hostess on Blondie Talks live stream. Not #2. I'm the first and the last. Do you go for top quality sushi or top quantity sushi or both? That's a really good question. I don't mind as long as it tastes good. I've had top quality sushi before. I forgot this place. I think it was called East as well, but it was on 14th Street, 14th, 15th Street, right? It was a two Michelin star sushi thingamajig, right? I ended up spending like around approximately $200 for a course, and it was just yo. I waited, I had beers, but like I think I was like a little bit too, you know, they make it right there on the spot one by one, and to be honest with you, I don't even remember the taste. It's probably because I drank too much before that, but I can say that was the most expensive sushi I've had in my life. I forgot, it's East something, like it's on 15. It's not the conveyor belt sushi, but it's 2 Michelin stars on near Union Square. That's the most expensive sushi that I've had. The most cheap sushi I've had is the one that you get at like, well, what's that place called again? It's I think it's Korean owned. It has like a green top and stuff. Like there's one around there's like 2 around 14th Street. It's a Korean owned place and they make sushi. And I'm not really a big fan of bibimbap or anything like that, but yeah. But in terms of sushi, I think one of my favorite sushi places that are not Michelin star or whatever, right, is Japonica. It's like they had a bigger place, but it's near Union, right. It's where you can see the Arc on Washington Square Park. Japonica. That's my favorite. I'd spend $25 there for like sushi, and it's really, really good. I like the way that I just love it. I love it compared to like, I guess you could say Brooklyn sushi or anything very gimmicky. But yeah, that would be my favorite sushi place. Like I don't mind spending $25-$40 there just for myself. over there. But East, nah, that's just a place that you want to take to show off. I remember even talking to the guy. I was like, hey, what do you think of Jiro? And for people who don't know who Jiro is, you know, Jiro Dreams of Sushi, the Netflix documentary, the stuff that you see on like 3 Michelin star. Shinzo Abe took Obama there to go have dinner, etc. over there, and there was that girl from Weibo or WeChat, and like who made a fool of herself, saying, "Oh, I don't like the sushi. Like, can you cook it? Can we take it to go?" She's being like mad disrespectful. That place, 3 Michelin stars, whole documentary on it. I spoke to the owner of that 2-star Michelin place, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Jiro, like yeah, he rushes you or something like that. He think like he makes his stuff grandiose to a point where it doesn't make sense." But then again, I wasn't being rushed at that restaurant. I felt like he was just trying to find something to say to make it seem like his restaurant deserved that extra Michelin star. So I wouldn't be able to tell, to be honest with you. Maybe I don't have the palate to have sushi, like 3 Michelin star sushi. You know, I've had 1 Michelin star sushi. It was at another place near NoHo, North Houston. And I spent 2 times as the last. I spent $100 over there. And I was full. Like, you couldn't even finish the food. And their bathroom's amazing. I keep on forgetting what this place is called. I have to like really look it up. But that's what I think about sushi overall. I think that sushi, as long as it tastes good and they don't skimp out on the meat, the fish, and it tastes fresh, like it's gonna be tough. It's like people who can't really see the difference. Like if we don't have if our senses are not honed enough to notice the difference and to even like it, then it's honestly a waste. It's honestly a waste. Sort of like how there are videos that people say like, oh, 4K is a waste. You know, it really depends. Or like paying $1,500 for like the next Sennheiser for the HD 800s. It really depends on how trained your senses are for you to be able to tell the difference, and I suppose how hard you can sell it. This headphone is the best headphone ever. This gun is the best gun ever. I got shot with this 9mm, right? And I didn't even die. This one almost gave me something else. Like, how does one judge? You know, everything is arbitrary and relative to one's experience. You know what I mean? So I guess that's just how it goes. I'm sorry for like rambling on. I've been talking about sushi for like the past like 5-10 minutes, but at least you know. Let me know what your favorite sushi places are. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh shit. That was fast. Yeah, if time calls for it in Jersey, I would be more than happy to do it. Was the code much like Japanese AV? Yes! Yes! Yes, bitch! Yes! How did you know? I was totally going for something like that. Almost like that. I just need 3 alphanumeric letters, and then the rest. Once I hit my triple digits, yo, that's it. That's it. You're gonna find my volumes right up there. But I'm totally innocent right now, because that's why it's S00E00. You know, SXX. SXXEXX. Holy shit. SXXEXX. So you know what I'm talking about. That's like a real coincidence. I had no idea that if I did Blondie Talks season, you know, numbers SXX, I didn't know that EXX would come after it. SXXEXX. So, yeah. Oh, reveal my husband's. I totally can't reveal my husband's. I've signed an NDA for all of them, as well as a prenup. I'm not sure what those things are, but it basically says that if I decide to divorce any of them, I don't get any of their money. was like, yeah, sounds lucrative. Let me do that. Oh, gold beats me. We're in Soviet Russia again. Frank Reynolds. We're talking about Frank Reynolds. Oh, guys, you have to let it bake. Let it bake for a moment. Once I get my messages, and once I guess we were like maybe 29 minutes into the stream, we will do that. I have to do it. I have to do it like I have to like prep everything up because I didn't get a chance to do it last time today because my ear pods wasn't working. So you please have to forgive me. Hey. When you play Yakuza and give all kinds of good to Hostess, race their faction. I know, right? Come on. But like that's for future, like right now it's just me doing this. Blondie, best hostess in Conrad show. Yeah. You can only request me if you have an Amex Platinum or a Centurion card, just like how I showed you in the picture. An Amex Platinum or a Centurion card, right? You know why? Because those cards are utilized to pay for my fees to go all the way to Kamuto Cho or Kabuki Cho, whatever Cho. Cho Mama So Fat. And any of those things, Hey Blondie, have you seen? I've seen Borat, and I don't want to see it again. So beautiful. I can't believe it. You can go amuse. Everyone thinks I'm a pageant girl. This wasn't supposed to happen. This is what happens. We need to make Japanese culture appropriate. I'll have you know that I'm totally innocent and that I am emulating someone who comes from the red light district of Japan. When I get expensive sushi, I'm getting $2 slice at Two Bros Pizza by 8th Ave. Oh wow, that's actually not bad. Two Bros is actually really good. If you pay like an extra 50 cents, you can get it with mushrooms. Which places in Asia would you like to visit the most? Are these Miss Universe questions? Oh, I would totally like to visit Thailand because I'd love to Bangkok one day in my life. Oh my god. Why did you look like a Thailand drag queen without surgery? How dare you? Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't know. I guess that's like big ups. Like, holy shit. Not everyone can pull it off. That's like some next level shit. I'm not even like Asian. I get my sushi from 7-Eleven. I had no idea that 7-Eleven made sushi. I'm still trying to remember that place. Is it Hanaden? No, that's H Mart right now. Blondie, ¿te gustan los tacos? Sí. Me gusta. Me gustan. Tacos y burritos. Y habichuelas con... habichuelas y con frijoles. It's the same thing. Con arroz, con queso, con bistec, con aguacate. Holy guacamole. Blondie, do you work towards public transportation? Beer don't go away by itself. Oh, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna go grab another glass of beer. Fuck, $400 scarf. No, please. I forgot how to wear this. Oh shit! I thought I like almost. today's we've had Polener Hoppebeisen. Oh yeah. And then right now I guess we're gonna have our basic beer. So you walk to work to those places? Oh no, I could just come in the outfit. You know, depending on like what's required for the gig, then yeah, I basically over there. It's just easier because that way once you're there, you just have to like retouch up, and then from that point, you work, you work. Make sure that you're up to date, and that way you're already ready. That way you're ready, because if you're not ready, then you're not prepared. Oh god, my thing is like getting face all the time. Oh no, it was just my imagination. Sorry. I have an idea. Wait, where did no, Blondie is not the princess. It's Link. You should speak with the text and drawl to match that beauty pageant look. I'm not doing beauty pageant, guys. I am supposed to be a host. Y'all guys gotta play y'all guys gotta play the Yakuza games. You know, the one with Kazuma Kiryu and whatnot. It's a really good game. After that, you can come back to me and be like, oh, well, that's what Blondie was. A sex worker. But I'm totally not a sex worker, guys. I'm totally innocent, please. Plus, like, you know, I feel like I put a fucking ring on it. That dark lipstick, it's not that dark, alright? It's not that dark. Yeah. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Yeah, please. Google is your friend. Please. You totally know what I'm going for right now. We totally know what we're going for right now. Stream is very innocent. Please do not diminish the integrity. Oh my god, this is why I have to be innocent. Because there are so many people that are not innocent on these streams. Guys, come on. Come on, Dusty. Come on. Like, come on. Are you going to participate at Miss Universe in Bangkok? I don't know. Will they have me there? Like, alright, maybe that should be my next goal. Like, college funds so I can go to Bangkok and apply for Miss Universe. It's not a bad idea. It's actually not a bad idea. Miss Universe in Bangkok. Sounds lucrative. Oh, you're a Shenmue guy? You'd rather have me go to Wanzai, Kowloon, or Guilin? A totally innocent sex worker? No, please stop. You look like you're married to a famous country singer or oil tycoon. Am I like Blake Shelton's thing? I don't know. Taylor Swift. Oh my god. Where did I get these shoes? These are from 9 West. 9 West La Roche pumps. 9 West La Roche pumps. They're like, I got them on sale. I think they were like $70 when I got them. They're uncomfortable when you have to stand or run around, I would say you would be able to. For me, I've done 6 hours running and standing, give or take, maybe. But I think 2 or 3 hours is gonna be like your maximum wearing these. It's a little cheap, cheap in terms of like the stock. The stock I think is like approximately 4, but they give you like a 1/2 inch platform, just to diminish that. I think the most pain you'll ever feel is just on the outer side of the balls of your feet. So yeah. They're 9 West La Roche pumps. You can get them from anywhere. You can get them from Macy's. You can get them from, if you're lucky, you can get them from like, I think you can get them from DSW, or if 9 West has a sale. Is the innocence tongue-in-cheek? What are you talking about? Stop making fun of me. Oh my god, is that, I want that dress. Is it velvet? No, my friend, it's a legal lip. No, I'm just kidding. Gold champagne, gold bottles? I prefer Moet Chandon. Moet Chandon Imperial. I think that would be like my favorite. I think it's relatively affordable. It's like 60, 70 bucks a bottle, depending on where you get it. No, Moet Chandon. Moet Chandon is good. I'm not a really big champagne. I just drink it, you know. I have like big bottle of vodka from like Kirkland in my kitchen, and it's just sitting there like, when are you going to drink me, Blondie? Vodka don't drink itself, even in Soviet Russia. I'm like, okay, sounds good, you know. Wow. Between Miss Spain, am I Miss Spain right now? Do I come from España? España, where? Madrid, Barcelona, Montenegro. Oh word! Oh word! Drop by a coffee shop or milk tea shop and pick up some ABG. Oh my god, ABGN is my favorite YouTuber. Oh my god. Keep imagining stuff, please. Imagine more stuff that makes you feel better, okay? It's not helping anyone but yourself. And that's perfectly fine. I can sacrifice my I can sacrifice something just so you guys will feel happy about it. The only thing I won't sacrifice is my innocence. That's true. Have you tried mezcal from Mexico? Mezcal, like, oh god, it reminds me of a rap battle line. Oh, how does it go? You've got tequila and mezcal. You're drinking with abuelo. You even ate the worm, man. You really got some huevos. Tried a Ricky Martin, but you did the hot. No, wait. No. Tried a Macarena, but you did the hot potato. Beg your pardon, Beg your pardon, Ricky Martin, but I think you dropped the peso. It was a really old battle, by the way. It was Illusion Z versus Kid Swiss. Current time is really, really old. Yeah, we got tequila and mezcal. You're drinking with abuelo. You even ate the worm, man. You really had some huevos. Tried a Macarena, but you did the hot potato. Beg your pardon, Ricky Martin, but I think you dropped the peso. Oh god, yeah, it was a very racist rap battle. But it's a rap battle, so yeah. If your alcohol is talking to you, I think you need... No, my alcohol don't talk to me. I don't sit there with like, oh wait, actually, I just explained that I did. I was being metaphorical. It's a literary expression and term, you know?
Hello
oh
there.
Talk about shoes. Oh my god, what up, HBA? Is it me you're looking for? I'm sorry, like, I just had to, like, say that because you're like, hello? Wait, no, it's just hello. Is it me? I'm, like, fucking shit up. I apologize. I hope you accept my anthropology. My anthropology. The plain pleasure will come. We're just getting stuff set up. It's going to take time. You know? I hope I got the memo right, because this is my version of what they wanted to do. Please, everyone, from now on, just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if I'm doing it right. I'm not a pageant girl. This is totally not supposed to be it. I'm not the pageant girl. Or a choir boy. Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, shit. Oh, wow. You're too expensive for us small timers? What are you talking about? I'm telling you, if the time I get Louboutins is the time that I deserve Louboutins, you know. That's pretty much how it goes. That's how it goes. It's like a rule, you know what I mean? It's a rule. Like, Louboutins at minimum at least go for like 500. 500 and thing. You know what I mean? And it's fine. Like, I really try to be frugal with my shit. You know what I mean? But I guess the only thing that I ever bought that was like expensive was just this chair. This chair is more expensive than my graphics card. Como que what? Oh, I'm glad you're vaping instead of smoking cigs. I'm telling you, I used to be a smoker till my friend told me to do this. Hey man, do vaping, bro. But you know, I'm so happy that that fad thing is over. You know, I'm so happy that it's over. You know how like how fidget spinners was a thing, but then now vaping was like a thing. You know what I mean? But now it's not. Therefore, I can fucking do this and not be bothered by fucking forever 9-year-olds because I feel like they're just gonna be like that forever. What are you doing? I want to do it. Let's do it. Doing Poshmark? What's Poshmark? Let me know. Let me know. I'm curious. Hang on. What's Poshmark? Yo sé nada. Yo no entiendo. I only speak English. Blondie for Smash Ultimate? You want me to become a new player? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think if I deserve it, to be honest with you. Fuck, I still have to like work on my other stuff. Well, looks like we're gonna have to loot some more Red Dead Redemption in order to purchase some adequate tributes for you, my lady. Well, I don't mind. Y'all bring him right to me. I'll show them how we do things. In the South. South Bronx. No, I'm just kidding. I'm from Brooklyn. Bet you reckon from my accent. What do you like and don't like about the 90s? I can't remember what I don't like about the 90s. I just don't remember. The only thing that I loved was, you know, like in the 90s, I'm trying to like really think back in terms of the 90s, like what did I really like? I mean, other than Backstreet Boys sing all those amazing songs and then sing. But my favorite thing about the 90s was running. You know, running in the 90s, it was like a new way I'd like to be. You know, whenever I was just running in the 90s, you know, I feel like the babies, they just come to me. You know, I was just running in the 90s. I think it's like a new way to. It was just like a new way to set me free. You know what I mean? You know, every night I had like a new desire. You know, that just wanted to take me higher. in the streets, you know, same old fire, whatever, you know, I got my, I didn't get my credit card at the time, but if I did, I would have gotten my credit card if people wanted to see me, you know, like talking on the net, despite how the internet was probably not that great that day. You know, all the way we like, you know, getting our credit card, you know, since we need no money. I think in the 90s, yeah, I think that was my favorite time, you know, getting all these babies. You know, all I want to get is all these babies. You know what I mean? It was a very, very good time, the 90s. You know, just make sure you're running in the 90s. You know, running in the 90s, that's what I loved about the 90s. What I didn't like about the 90s, I guess, was walking in the 90s. I like to run in the 90s. So yeah. I like 1985, if you ask me. 1985 was fucking amazing. Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, way before Nirvana. There was U2 and Blondie. Music still on MTV. You know, some two kids in high school. You know, running in the 90s, but maybe I'm still preoccupied with 1985. Oh my god. Hey, Blondie. When you will host at the Bada Bing, mobsters are waiting for you in Jersey. I don't know. Tell me how their gabagool is. Tell me. Oh my god. Yeah, but 1985 was really nice. I'm just waiting for someone to, you know, someone to welcome me back to the disco fire. For someone to like see my emotion. Okay, fine, fuck this. You bitch. I did so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you a Harry Potter fan, Blondie? Harry Potter? I don't think. I read some of the books and stuff. I think I stopped reading after the third book. The books were just very long for me. I'm not a very good reader. The only thing that I can read good is the chat. I read well is the chat. You know. Okay, we got like 6 minutes till I have to rework. Actually, we'll probably do it in like a minute or so. Okay, whenever I get they're ready. Whenever I get that ready, y'all know what I'm talking about. Once I get the ready up, then we'll have our special guest come to us. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll have our special guest come to us. The person to grace us with this stream and whatnot. Okay. We're just getting started, alright? I just wanted to give you a recap on my past week. If I have another Maid Cafe, I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure the promo is going to be so much better. I'm sorry. They let me know. I let the person know if they're going to do it again. Let me know at least a month and some change in advance so I can get the promo ready and actually let everyone know. You know, it was amazing. As I said, it's an amazing thing. Oh wow, they're ready already. I guess I will take this time to set up. Guys, please sit tight till we move on with the show. This time I will just take a leak and prep up all the other stuff, guys. Thank you so much. Chill on Friday, the first half. Right now, we're gonna start in prepping things up for our special feature, Vanity. Okay, guys? If you'd like to take a moment, just sit right here. I'll tell you all about the Prince something Bel-Air. Alright? So I'll see you in a bit. Give us like 4 minutes. 4 minutes, okay? 4 minutes or 6 minutes. That way you can begin to feel like a rap god. Catch you guys in a bit. All right. Transition. Hello, everyone. It's Blondie again. I just found out that my mic was muted and I didn't have my volume on. Alright? So I just wanted to take some time to introduce Vanity, a person who I'd admire in terms of crossplay, cross-dress, and pretty much the things that they've done. They've done YouTube. Well, when I haven't seen them, it's like that. I know that I found that they've had a YouTube channel, and I remember being really drunk and watching them, and super duper. I love them. Basically, it's something that I can melt and chill out on, and they always make me laugh. And in terms of like the crossplay and crush skill, it's just so fucking amazing. I'm just very very happy to have them on my stream, for episode 1 of NTR, NC Chillin' Friday, NTR series, the Blondie Love series for this stream. And I fixed all the settings, everything's like
Absolutely perfect.
fucking got it right.
Absolutely, as long as everything's all set and ready, it
Today
seems to
we
be
were
working.
supposed to do, I think we were doing Hostess stream, Glam Hostess stream. It was the one that V had picked, V
Thank
for
you.
short, as I like to say.
Yep,
And
V,
hey,
absolutely.
Vanity, please tell us a little bit about yourself. I guess in
Oh,
terms of like, yeah,
absolutely. And
just
again,
tell
thank you
us
so much for this lovely flattering. It's
everything.
like hits me like right here,
I
or was
can't
it?
hear you.
No, right here. You can hear me, right?
V,
Wait, you can hear me, right?
I
Okay,
can't hear you.
absolutely. Oh, perfect. But if anything, it hits me
It's
right over
me
here. Thank you so much for
that's
this
bugging.
kind words. Uh-oh.
Oh, I think it's me that's bugging. Holy
Uh-oh.
shit! Don't tell me my
Oh,
earbuds are
jeez.
me.
Oh, God.
V, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
That's God. Oh shit! That really hurt.
Are you okay?
Oh my god! Now you're on my screen again. Oh wait, no wait, that's the correct screen. Hold on, give it a second.
Oh, yeah, no
God
worries.
damn,
Take your time.
everything was going perfect so far.
And all of a sudden,
I
the woes of
connect this.
technological advances.
Murphy's Law. Okay, let me just do
I know, right?
a test. Yeah, my headset.
Perfect.
Connected voice music. Hold on, give me a second, V. Okay, I can hear you now. Say something.
All right, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
Yep.
my other ear's headset went down. I didn't hear what you said.
As long as we find a way to make this work, right?
It's
I
fine
know.
now. Okay, it's definitely fine. Everyone, oh jeez, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, I totally empathize with that. No problem.
But I think
So,
we're
I
Gucci now,
totally.
right? The sound and everything is like fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As long as I can hear you, you can hear me. That's what
All
matters.
right, yeah, fucking beautiful. What were you telling them when?
Oh, so if anything, again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for inviting me. Like your comments, like and your just input on terms of my content material really hits me like right here, or something like along the lines
You're
where the heart is supposed to
so
be.
fun to watch.
Oh
You're
well,
so fun
it's
to watch.
I think it's mostly the face. My face is a little bit unusual, if anything, as well as the fact that I can control my muscles around. And in fact, my particular work experience allows me to pretty much help me a little bit in terms of how well I can present myself in terms of the camera. So I heard a lot of folks that are a little bit camera shy at times, but again, working in the field of the hostess industry did a little help a little bit in terms of that. Oh yeah, hostess for 3 years.
Host this for 3 years. Oh my god.
Absolutely. Just like this. This particular red outfit, the reason why I chose it for tonight is because
Mhm.
this is one of my trademark outfits I wore way back in the day when I was doing a hostess job in
I
Korea.
love it. I love it like you have like a
Oh,
backstory
absolutely.
for
I need to show
that.
it off a little bit, but like,
For the people who don't know like what hostessing is there anything that you can like give them like a brief run
oh,
through?
absolutely. So the interesting thing about hostess is usually we don't see this too much in the West Coast institutions. The closest thing you might run into in terms of hostess is maybe, I don't know, like hookah bars or something where you have company, you just get to chill like here with a bunch of lovely faces as well. But in terms of the hostesses and Asia as well, so it's really popular in Japan and Korea and a little bit in China, is there are these hostess bars, which are usually thematic based, where they usually have like some folks there where you go in, order some really overpriced drinks, and
Service.
pretty much you're paying for the company. You're paying for the company, whether it be like fantastic gal or some fantastic guy or so on, or anything in between. And you just simply sit there and chat and drink about a $300 bottle of whiskey for about one
I
or
mean,
2 hours,
that's
or maybe about 8 hours, which, to my chagrin, is a killer dealing with such customers as well. And we usually sit there and floor and engage in a conversation with anyone, want to talk about their family life or their work life or how adorable some folks are. And it's really interesting because usually some of the folks there, the customers usually have their favorites. They usually like want to pick certain ones that are there. And usually what was interesting to me for me is I really accommodated for the 30 or 40, or actually more like the 40 or 50 demographics. They really, because the younger folks really wanted something like young and perky and everything. And the older ones really wanted something like that, interpret that as you will.
young and
And
perky.
usually I was much more calm and mellow. So folks generally gravitated towards that. I usually talked about that work life experience as well as a little bit of flirting as well. So generally that's the gist of what sort of this hostess bars are like. We usually serve drinks, talk to them like, wrap our hands around them, going, oh, Oni-chan, or
Really?
Kachinoja,
Niche.
Kachinoja. AK translation, let's sing some songs. Karaoke time I show, which I
Oh,
also went to, by the way. Or not Korea. I was predominantly in Korea doing a hostess bar for about 3 years.
okay.
I occasionally helped out at Osaka at the Onanoku Club as well, which
Oh,
was
the local.
catered towards cross-dressers like myself, which is why I
Okay.
got proficient when it came to doing all this makeup and style and presentation for the more glamorous look. And again,
Yeah, I think the
it's some
reason like why I also admire you is in terms of like I guess like like for you hostess and host hostess clubs and like service industry you already know I've done like maid cafes be it, like Conrad like I've
absolutely,
also done the host clubs dressing as a guy in terms of like having people buy your company and
absolutely, and
whatnot. I think it's definitely something that you don't really see in uh Western like
culture.
American society.
And
It's
it's
very
so rare. I feel
strange.
like it's a very
Yeah.
unique experience as a whole too, and it's just
Hmm.
absolutely fun to talk about because a lot of folks aren't really familiar with this as well, especially when it came to the fact that you have a fair number of experience too
Hmm.
regarding that whole maid cafe. That's something I wish I could try someday, but my aesthetics 100% does not
I
want
mean,
to.
like for you, I find it admirable that you do it in a cross dress setting. For me in particular, when I've worked host club, right? I've had to wear suits. I've had to look as wunderbar as like the tie, the fucking like glasses, everything. The whole image is like reflected on like quote unquote like you ever heard of Great Happiness Space?
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's kind of
like
like the
we
sort of
had to like
mentality.
model ourselves out of that, and then from that point, we would work, and then just I would say do our best to make sure the table had a good time, and what that translates to is making sure that that the table can afford champagne calls all the time, like order
Oh yeah,
champagne and
absolutely.
na 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 na.
Those beverages are remarkably overpriced, but
Of
they're paying for the
course.
company itself and the whole
I
experience.
know it's sort of like bottle service.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much like paying for like the bottle be corked and having it poured to you and engaging in a discussion with someone who's fairly presentable, so you can wholly experience the environment, kind of escape from the reality around you,
I
which
think
is
that's
kind
the
of fascinating.
majority of it. Yeah. I
Exactly.
feel like for the people who watch like animes or like play
Exactly.
video games who don't want to deal with like the stress of life,
And
we're
exactly.
here,
We are here to accommodate for the
right?
notion of the fact that you want you to enjoy the company around you, take your mind off of these stressors, and just appreciate the time you have at the moment right now,
We're
as
here.
fleeting as it is.
We're here. Right.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. So if anything, yeah, that is absolutely the whole mentality behind that. Not to mention like just getting the returning customers and making them feel like it's a second home as a whole. If anything, just
Mm.
feeling comfort and pleasantness in the whole environment. It was a very cozy environment. A little gross because it's one of those like divey-ish 70s or
Yeah,
80s
yeah.
sort of
Well,
establishment.
thank
Yeah.
goodness,
You
yeah.
look amazing.
Oh no, absolutely. What I liked about the Japanese ones is they look so nice and presentable in terms of
Hmm.
some themes as well. No, the Korean ones are much more based on the
Oh,
retro 80s.
really? Oh, yeah. I
Like
feel like you sort of like go off a theme in terms of like maybe their demographic. If you think about it, right? Maybe these host clubs, right, will like maybe if it's like maybe 2020 or 2030, right?
Yeah,
Maybe the
absolutely.
hosts and hostesses will have more of a 90s look.
Oh no, absolutely.
Just
Yeah,
to
that's why I
cater
don't
to
have this
that
sort of makeup.
thing.
Because the way I started, they were like, okay, you need to present yourself in a particular way. I was like, okay, sure. Because I went to the bar a few times and I got pretty comfortable with the manager there. We became good friends, and she was like, you need to have this particular look. I was like, well, I could. This will definitely help pay for groceries while I'm in Korea. That was the objective. I had two reasons why I wanted to actually do this sort of work line of work. One was it will pay for groceries and transportation, just that. It won't pay for anything else aside from that. And it's a good opportunity to practice the language because no one else would
Yeah.
speak to me unless I was there talking to them. So I
So
thought,
you're
well,
like forced to speak the language,
oh,
which
absolutely.
which
No
is
one
like the
there.
greatest like experience that you can
Oh,
ever.
oh my gosh, that's what made it challenging was the fact that I had to speak to them in their native language for roughly about 3 or 4 or 5 hours or even 7 hours on a regular basis. Not to mention to get their attention and communicate effectively, not getting any of the wrong ideas across too.
Of course, yeah. You try
And
to be
that's
like totally innocent, right?
oh, for me, it's like no one no one was convinced of that notion, even though I am very
Oh,
innocent.
you're innocent too. Oh
I
my
am
god, join the fucking club.
absolutely, but no one believes me.
I
Absolutely no one.
exactly. I'm pretty sure I've
That's
got
part of the
people who
problem
are.
with this sort of overall presentation is for the fact that like I just have to sort of host this
Oh
glamour
my
look,
god.
and they're like, "Oh, you've been around." I was like, "No, no, I
For the
haven't."
people in the chat, like I think, right, in terms of innocent right now, this is gonna be fun. Who has the most innocent outfit? Me or V right now? Here, applause. Vogue. Vogue. Look how innocent.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm more in the shadows though. My lighting is completely off today. I don't know what's going on. I need to like post something up there eventually. Still a work in progress. And in terms of end of the posting outfit,
Yeah, you're prim and proper. I like this, but I think that okay, someone's asking me. I want to hear Blondie saying hostess stuff in Spanish. Okay, is there
oh,
any other language like that you would like? Maybe what would be like the most provocative yet totally
mm.
innocent way
Oh,
of
like
saying something? Like was
something
there
like
anything demanded like from you? I
I
want you
think
to
based
talk to
on
me
some
like
common
you know.
terminology is like stuff like how the whole like oni-chan sort of thing, that whole oni-chan or oppa sort of like terminology, which is like big brother, but
Uh,
they're in essence in terms of how you want to address them. So I don't know if there's like a particular like terminology that can translate well into Spanish with that same sort of
it
mentality of
doesn't
the
have to be Spanish,
oni-chan,
but it would be
or something
Oni-chan.
like here I am here to serve you.
Oh,
So
like
come here and sit by me. Let's get a drink together.
hola, mi hermanos, like my brother.
There you go. There you
mi
go.
hermanos grande.
There you go. Exactly. Got that particular
Oh,
mindset
jeez.
there and how to greet this particular demographic, if anything. Just get them
Jeez.
comfortable, welcomed as well. That's part of technique, getting them comfortable in your
Technique, technique.
excellent. Exactly. It's all about technique and presentation and simply just getting themselves lost in illusion. That's what's part of the fun about the CD or the CD club or the bar that I worked at in general. It's the whole notion of illusion and getting them all wrapped up within it. And like they could just escape from the reality around them and just feel comfortable within this new sort of experience as a whole. Japan was a completely different story though. Japan
Oh,
was all about
really?
activities. Yeah, they were like all about parties, getting us all motivated. Let's get all the young people here and just have a blast. Whereas the older generation just simply would just want someone there to sit next to and talk
Oh, understood.
to again.
I feel like, yeah, as I've said, it caters to like maybe like the activities of like the demographic. When you have young people, you want to like party more, as opposed
Exactly.
to like people who are like much older. They want to sit, calm, have a
Have a
glass of
drink.
wine, and or like just chill with like an old fashioned talking
That's
to
part of
you.
the fun too, is because of the fact that the age difference is there. Like usually the 30-year-olds, 20, 30-year-olds had absolutely no interest in me whatsoever. I would sit there and go, oh, bah, want a drink? Come on, let's talk a bit. Here you go. Do you feel comfortable? And they're like, oh, no, I'd rather have that younger one rather than and I was like, oh
Vaga.
my gosh,
I
I'm
think
not
maybe
that
it's the
old.
maybe it's the terminology. Maybe it could be like little.
There you go, little fine.
Yeah,
Little
try that. You never know, it might work.
might
You
work,
know.
but brother, you want someone a bit more aggressive.
Mm. You gotta teach me. You gotta teach me the ways of being
Oh,
a hostess.
absolutely. definitely work. And it's kind of funny how that works because I actually worked with someone there too. Or there was a lot of girls I worked with. They came from all different tracks of life. The most interesting one was the one who actually looked remarkably younger than me. It's because I do this heavier makeup. It makes me
Uh-huh.
look. It doesn't make me look old, but it makes me look like
I think it really
older-ish.
comes with your time in terms of like how you and what you're going for.
Exactly. Yeah. I think they get the impression that I'm more adult-ish. Maybe that's what the term is. Not older, but more adult-ish. And we got the other girls with the lighter makeup and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's technically older than me, but that's okay. It could be under delusion. She's actually about 3 or 4 years
I
younger.
think and that's why I guess you can see that's like sort of why I do this in terms of like trying to uh like garner versatility in terms of like
That's,
makeup styles. Were there any other makeup styles that you like tried other
that's the
than
problem. I've
your
done
your,
this for way
your
too long that
oh
I
shit, I
have a
can't hear
hard
you.
time shifting out of it. That's the
Please
part
please
of the
tell me.
problem. It's part of the challenge
Wait.
itself. I
I can't
got
hear you
so
now.
used to doing this particular makeup and
Putting on
presentation.
both your phones.
What? Oh,
Wait, don't talk.
what?
I'm sorry. Like wait, don't
Oh no.
talk. Earphones power. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
it's me bugging again. Shit, I should have
Oh,
kept the earphones off when I thingy. Hold on. Sorry,
oh no,
sorry
no
for the
problem.
cutout.
Absolutely no problem. I'll just sit
Oh,
here
I'm gonna
making.
like have to invest in a better pair of Bluetooth. But just do wonderful things.
There we go.
Alright, disconnect. Oh, they're supposedly working. Okay, reconnect. Say something.
Oops.
Say it
Can you
again.
hear me now?
I can totally hear you
愛
now.
してる. 愛してる.
愛してる。
사랑해. 사랑해.
さらに
私も行く。
같이 놀자.
What? Gochu mocha? What does that mean? I heard that means hello in Korean.
Close enough. Yeah, it gets.
もっか。
You should join me at these clubs. Come on, we need to go party.
We should, I swear. I'm gonna have a fucking amazing time with you.
Oh no, absolutely. In Japan, your mind is just gonna be
Oh my god, I'd like more than my mind to be blown.
among more than one. Absolutely.
It's joke.
Oh my god.
Absolutely love it. You'd love Japan.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a beer and take a leak. I forgot to like do all this stuff. In the meantime, guys, if you happen to have any questions for me, right, please feel free to ask them on the chat, right? Please don't ask anything about me because I can totally hear it. Alright?
I
Okay.
can't see it now, but
Give
yeah.
me one moment for a second. Take him through ruthless. They're a crazy crowd.
I actually
Depending
don't
on
know
what you
what the
ask.
chat is actually.
The
Where's the
chat.
chat supposed to be?
Just go onto the stream and read on the right hand side of the chat. You
Okay,
can play,
perfect.
but you can
If I
put on
find
zero
it.
volume. That way you don't have to hear it.
Let me
Okay.
actually see if I can find it. Maybe it's on the
It's on
chat
the link
somewhere.
that I give you. It's on the link that I give you on Skype. Just take a look at that. Click on that.
There you go.
And the chat's gonna be incoming messages on the right hand side and the bottom.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. I
Got
see.
it.
I
Alright,
think
I'm
I
gonna
see.
go take a look right now.
All right, just give me a second.
No
I
one.
figured this out. I'll figure this out. Just give me a second. I totally know what I'm doing. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. No, I can't find it. Oh, let me see if I can find the chat. No, that's not where it is. Oh, geez. Oh no, how can I access the chat? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just absolutely technologically proficient at anything. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Oh no, this is awful. I cannot find the chat. I said I did, but I can't find it. Where is it? Oh no. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Where's the chat? Oh no. This is awful. Oh wait, maybe I found it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. And chat. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Blondie lovers. The YouTube is right here. The chat's gonna be there. You go. All right, there we go. So on the chat. Okay, absolutely. Now I can finally see the chat. So yeah, this is chat. Perfect. This is the chat itself. Clearly, I'm much more technologically refined than I thought in one ways than the other. So I apologize regarding that. So there you go. Yeah, I did it. I finally did it. I actually know how to utilize technology. Isn't that impressive? How tall am I? I'm roughly about 5'6", 5'7". So as you can clearly see, actually, let me see if I can see myself on this screen here. Like you could see my height-ish, I guess, based on that. Let me see. Okay. In terms of my height, about roughly 5'7". Oh, who is this? I don't know. Stream tomorrow. I really want to, but I got some arrangements tomorrow. I really need to get back to streaming because I did find that really goofy game I do want to try out. It's a headache of a game, but yeah, absolutely. And the bananas as well. Senpai, senpai, ishuni namimasho. Here's senpai. Yes, I am 5'7". I don't know why people are kind of surprised with my height. Like, I don't think I'm that tall. I don't know. I don't know. I need to show off my height. It's like, yeah, so it's roughly like about 5'7"-ish. So I don't know. Like maybe you could guess the door. Like maybe the door's about 6 feet or something like that. So oh shoot. Oh, I don't know. Let me guess. Roughly about this tall. So yeah, approximately 5'7", I would say, at least according to my driver's license and everyone else I tell them in terms of my height. But yes, I finally managed to figure out how to get the chat thing working.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took me a while. I'm freaking out.
I was taking a leak and then it was like...
Show your feet. No one wants to look at my feet. Come on.
People always say that. I don't know why. There's some people over here who
just want to see the feet?
Who just say that. I have no idea why.
Oh, the feet thing? Yeah, it's like, show your feet. I mean, okay, let me show off my feet. Just give me a second. I can always show it off. All right, here we go.
You don't have to.
Oh, no, absolutely. I always like to oblige.
Maybe you want to, like, wait till fan service?
I don't know. No, if fans requested, I was oblige.
It's a fan service. Okay.
Here it is. Here's my feet.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it? It's Nexy.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. See, there you go. I obliged. There's my feet.
Oh
See?
my god. Wow, you're so flexible.
I know, right? You won't always request that feet thing. The door, yeah. I think this is a very commonplace door. Oh, but speaking of height, here's the most common response I got about my height in general. Usually when I go to all these, institutions, I usually don't always just stick at the bar I work at. I usually visit the other clubs because I like meeting the other girls there and getting better friends or whatever, and networking and so on. They like to meet the other customers and like, oh, V, you're so energetic out here. And I'm like, okay, of course. I have to maintain that presentation too there. And it's just fun seeing how all the bars are there too, if anything. And so like, they all say the same thing, V, you being 5'7" is such a great height. I'm like, is it? Is it that great of a height? No, they're like, yeah, you could fit into most clothes. I'm like, actually, I cannot in Korea. I cannot fit into most of the clothes in Korea. That's part of the challenge. This one I was just very lucky with in terms of stuff I can actually fit in, which is why I'm blessed to be over here where most of the clothes actually fit me.
America.
I know, right? Where the clothes are big enough for me to fit.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, same with the shoes too. That drove me freaking insane was the shoes. Like, so what was nice about Japan is they usually had like really nice cheaper shoes that are being sold for like, I don't know, like 10 to like $20 roughly there. And they're really, really cute. But the problem is I was always one size off. Always one size. Which was such a bummer there. And I talked to all the other girls there. I'm like, yeah, we either match it or our feet are massive and so on. I'm just like, oh my God. I just so wish my feet were just a little bit smaller. That would be the dream. That would be the ideal, if anything. But someday, that's why I'm kind of happy to be in the West, or here in general, because I have access to shoes that actually fit me in stores. It feels good. It's validating. It's so validating not to think that I'm a giant in Asia. Even if I'm 5'7", technically I'm a giant.
I think it's like average for people in like...
That's the thing. Like, I'm average. I know in the US, supposedly I'm average or maybe even the shorter side. I was like, huh, really? And then I showed up here and I was like, oh, actually, yeah, that's right. I'm actually normal size compared to everyone else versus in Asia where I'm not even that big. But being very average in Asia still means it's an issue in Korea due to like the overall size of women there. Considering the standard of beauty there is beauty. I can't say that word. Standard of beauty there has to deal with how light your skin is,
Ah.
as well as how petite you are in terms of your
So
frame.
it's just small and light. Something I feel like it's very fantastic. Or I don't know how you say brilliant.
It's
I
all
don't really know
the
how to say
appearance,
it.
that's for sure. Because if anything, what I know about Korea that made it fairly challenging for a little bit for me was it was all appearance based. It was
I
so
think
so appearance based, which is tough because they're like, oh V, you have this sort of problems. I was like, oh wow, thanks. But you have these ideal qualities. They're like, oh, your lips are great. I was like, okay, thank you. I got that at least. Also, supposedly they noticed small things like my eyebrow ridge right over here. They're like, that one's really pretty. I was like, you notice details
holy
like
shit.
that?
I didn't even know like that shit
Yeah,
existed.
they're like, apparently, they're like, you have a wonderful nose bridge that works well with your forehead. And I was like, really? How do you notice these small things? And they're like, but your problem is, I'm trying to remember what they explicitly said. And I thought that
We're
was, oh,
very vain.
not, oh, like that.
Is that how you got your name? That's actually a good
And,
question. That's something I want to ask you
oh,
after.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then also, one of the big things they react on me for was my jawline. And I was like, what? Apparently, you paid attention to these details. And they're like, oh, your thighs are also too fat. And I was like,
I feel like it's preference.
that was what all the girls were just ragging on each other for. They're like, you know, what would solve your problem be? Surgery. And I was like, oh. And then, like, the funny thing was, I worked with, like, don't guess my age, but I worked with a lot of the lower 20-year-old kids. You
Okay.
could guess my age based on that. And they were all like, V, you can afford it. You should just go get surgery. Just pay for everything. I was like, first thing, that's still a lot of money that I have to drop for that. And second, it's like, you know how long it would take for me to recover? I'll be out of work for that long if they were to do that. So that was
Hmm.
part of the challenge. The little kids were all like that.
I feel like
"V,
in Korea, yeah, as I said, it's very like like it makes sense because it's like heavily aesthetic based,
oh yeah,
heavily aesthetic.
to the
It's just
point.
like almost like within what we do in terms of like who's most popular, whoever. It's just basically
Absolutely.
who's the best who can pull it off. But I feel like a lot of people don't really consider the
The effort
well,
for what?
not necessarily effort, but necessarily just their overall as a person. Like everyone can take a
Yeah,
good photo or a good video to highlight the best features of these people. But as I said, we play a dangerous game, and I feel like it's definitely aesthetic based. But as long as we enjoy the things that we're doing and
absolutely.
spread
Which
that
made me
out.
feel bad because like some of the girls I worked with are like, oh my gosh, you're just so beautiful in here.
Hmm. Have you
Just
ever
hurts.
had?
What?
Have you ever had like? Oh yeah, see, it's like almost the same thing. Like I guess in terms of like life, because I'm skinny as fuck. Like I've heard people call me skeleton and some shit like that, right? But then I
Oh,
hear
but
like,
that's the standard of beauty. That's my
but
objective.
then I hear like other people say like, oh yeah, oh my god, I wish I had your body. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. Because that's the thing. I tried that before.
uh,
Like I once got down far enough to be about like 120.
mm,
And with my frame, that was
120.
120 was hard for me. I was like sick every day, and I was just like, oh,
Oh
I can't do this. It's murder. Like, and I like ate like to get this maintained this diet. All I had was like a piece of toast with kimchi on top of it. That's all I had for my regular diet. It was murdering me, and I was like, oh my god, this is so hard to do. So I don't know how folks do it, but that was murder. But apparently, that's the standard of beauty there. Not to mention like facial structure and then everything being
my.
symmetrical. For the fact that if you get this particular surgery, I'll still look like the K-pop stars, but I'll be manufactured.
That's
Um,
true, but I feel like it's very it's very it's so much common practice now in terms of like getting like the facial surgery. It's like nothing. It's like let's say just getting like an eye exam. Like oh I want to get surgery on
oh
this.
yeah,
Like it's so fucking
the whole
easy.
like eye surgery thing is so super commonplace. Your nose, your eyes, 100%. Most folks generally do that
Yeah.
there. It's kind of creepy, but at the same time, I'm like, it wonders my facial structure. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm incredibly vain at times when it came to that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicky and I just took all of those qualities from Korea and just placed it upon myself. And I'm like, oh no, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't think that way. It's not very productive.
I mean,
If
it just makes me wonder. Like let's say like if I were to go to Korea, right, and then get surgery and then just change everything about myself. I don't know. Like it really depends. It depends on like how
oh,
you
you
feel
could
about
come
it.
back as a
Like
K-pop star. Look,
I wouldn't. I
Do
feel
it.
like it's very tough because like you go for these things, but then again, when it comes to happiness, like as long as you're happy with yourself, that's pretty much the
Absolutely.
end result.
And that's what like really hit me right over here when it came to working with a lot of the younger girls there, is they just simply didn't seem so happy with their appearance. And I was just like, oh my God. Because by working 3 days, 3 years there in Korea, I eventually started elevating to the mama status, the
Mm.
mother status. And I was like, oh no,
I
this
feel
is
like once you
actually
hit an
happening.
age in Korea though, like let's say like
I'm
the
not been,
golden age at 27, 28, that's when
yeah,
like the people who work in the entertainment industry, they move to other things. They like they're not as popular because there's like another group that's coming up. Like it's a
absolutely. And
cycle.
that's what I was generally kind of feeling like at that time. Like I still had my demographics that people like talking to me. They like to talk to someone who's low key and chill versus the kids who are like super energetic, fun, spunky, went and like, like did dances and everything and sang. And whereas I'm just like, I'm just here to just relax, just take it easy here. I just would like to hear your thoughts and like provide my feedback based on what I think, especially when it comes to, things that you're dealing with at home and so on. But when it came to these kids, it's just, I felt like I was like, not really mentoring them, felt weird saying that, but it's like I needed to be an example for a lot of these younger kids. And it felt like a lot of them were like, no, I need to like save up all this money and like get surgery and everything, yada yada. I was like,
I feel like the return is not going to be enough. I feel like it's very saturated because there are a lot of people
ex-
doing this thing. That way it becomes normal, and then, you know, I
exactly.
look at the price. I think for us, at least we're organic, right?
Yep, absolutely. The
We're
only thing
organic.
that's not organic is this is fake. Sorry, Liam. Everything else is real. You get what you see.
You're real as long as your personality is
As
real.
long
That's
as
all I care about.
that is, everything's real besides from these two silicone chicken breasts that are chilling here on my chest, which I usually don't have.
We can
But other
totally
than
like
that,
have
just
lunch
like,
afterwards. Like after all this is over, we'll fire up a skillet, have some fried chicken, or
oh my god, yeah. And speaking of which, being super fried, I was always fried because here's the scary part.
yes.
I was in Asia doing this thing. I actually was working 2 jobs. That was part of the challenge. So during the daytime, I was doing something very vanilla, let's say hypothetically.
Vanilla.
And at
Like
night, I was
boom.
doing this. Oh,
Two jobs,
absolutely.
blowjob and doggy style.
Absolutely. You know what's going on. Oh, I can't blink with that eye. It's covering it too much. But like, that was the killer. Like, it took me about an hour and a half to commute to this place because I was so freaking far off. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing to myself? I'm like freaking murdering myself at the same time. But the worst was when customers stay for about 5 or 6 hours. And then, but they don't get penalized for it. They don't get charged for how long as they stay. They get to stay as long as the hell they want. They get to stay until it closes, which some of them do. They end up spending $900 on bottles of whiskey, but
You get
unfortunately, Korea is not a tipping country, so that kind of made it worse. But what would generally happen with some of these customers? Like, oh, I feel like treating all of you guys. Let's all get breakfast. And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't want to get breakfast. Oh shit! And it ends up
so
being
it's
Korean.
like after like after the thing is done, they want to hang out more and
Exactly, and they pay for the food, which is great. That's very generous of them. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't want to eat breakfast at 5 or 6 in the morning after drinking for about 3 or 4 hours straight. Doesn't sound too ideal, not to mention I have to work after that. So I was just like,
I
oh,
just want to pop like a NyQuil, go to
exactly. I
sleep,
just go and I could just
wake
pass out
up.
like 9 hours, 10 hours, and be like, there, I'm unconscious. That's it. But I was like, oh Lord, please don't ask us to get breakfast. And usually the manager's like, yes, do it, because it's like you want to develop a good relationship with the customers. I get it, but I was like,
I
but
think
I'm
that's like
also,
going above and beyond. Like once they ask breakfast for you, that's like a different tap.
oh no, absolutely. Like they still don't tip us, but they buy breakfast for it. I was like, great, this is Korean barbecue. It's about 80, $90. But I
Oh
was like,
yeah, okay. I'll Korean barbecue for breakfast.
oh
That's
yeah,
like
no, that's
Reese's
what
Puff
happened.
cereal.
Yeah, no, I just was like, no, I just kind of want cereal and I just want to pass out, please. But then like, no, I want to treat you to something nice, treat you to something fancy. Here's a whole set of Korean barbecue. I'm like, you realize that I just drank a bottle of whiskey and like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or maybe 7 or 8, 9 beers. I'm just like,
I think
I'm
that's a trick.
not, yeah, exactly.
Like you go to like Korean barbecue and like you already drank a lot. You just want to drink more.
Yeah. Exactly, and
You
I
don't
just
have
have all
to
the stuff.
fucking pay
And
for
I'm
the
just like,
bistro harami or some shit like that.
no,
That's their
no.
app. You're just paying for their $80 soju or some shit like that.
Oh my God, no. It usually ends up being more than that. If anything, it probably ends up being 130 if you have like 3 or 4 of them there.
That's
Every
pretty
girl.
good.
Oh
That's
yeah,
pretty good.
I would say
That's
it's,
actually really good. Yeah.
no, it is. I would say it's affordable, but it's like at the same time, I was like, oh my God, you guys are like freaking murdering me. I'm just so ready to
I'm
be
telling
dead.
you, yeah. I feel like maybe we should charge by the sobriety.
Oh, that's the funny
The
thing about
breathalyzer, you
trans.
can have a breathalyzer. Okay,
Oh
I'm
my God, I was like,
this much drunk. My
oh
rights
my
have
God,
gone
like
up.
that makes me so worried too when I have to take care of the other girls because for me, I don't drink nearly as much as the other girls, but when they're drunk, I'm just like, oh my God, what did you guys do? And I have to like take them home and everything. Like here, just dump you there. Like okay, bye. And just like,
Oh my god.
it's like those poor girls. I don't know. I feel like
I
I
feel like it's an experience itself. When if I ever get drunk, just take me home.
oh no, I'll just drop you off in your bed like there. There you go. It's just as long as you're in your bed, just
Yeah.
and you're totally set. Like
I'll
I had
be
to do
like,
that.
so drunk, are you gonna wake up next to me?
Like that always felt weird. I always felt super uncomfortable with that because the funny thing is like
Uh-huh.
again, sorry if I like keep going on and
Oh
on
no,
and
by all
on.
means, by all means. It's
I love talking
fucking
about my experiences because they're just so goofy and
it
weird.
fucking works.
I still have goofy and weird experiences to this very day. There's like numerous occasions where I'm like sitting by a toilet and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing today? What am I doing to myself? How did I get here? I thought I'd live a more vanilla life, but clearly that's not the case. But it's like,
Sorry.
oh my gosh, like numerous instances where like, what was I going to say? Oh crap, I forgot what the train of thought. Numerous instances where I'm just like wake up in random places, like, where am I? What happened here? How did I get here? This
Yeah.
place?
Yeah.
It's just so many of those instances, especially
I
after all those
hate
nights.
that. I hate that because you wake
Everything.
up and like when if you drink too much, right, and you wake up right, the worst part, what you're always scared about is like, holy shit, what did I do? I'm
Like,
at
what
this
did I do?
place.
Where am I?
What happened? I must have made someone mad. Oh my god, do I have to apologize to? Like that was me. Like
Oh my gosh, that was mostly me inside the bar. I mean, I drank enough, but I fell asleep in the bar itself, and everyone just ditched me and just left there. And I was just like, oh, what? It's like 8 or 9
oh
p.m.
my
in the morning. I'm just like,
god.
how the hell
I
did I
think
get here?
my worst instances was like fucking it was like working and then like yeah, I'll sleep in the office. I'll use this as a bed.
Yeah,
And
and then
then
just
like next morning I would go outside of the office building throwing up.
yeah, and you see the sun
I'm,
outside, and you're just like, oh my
and then I
god.
have a meeting that I don't show up for, and then
Gosh.
my
Yeah.
boss is so mad at me because I
Oh
was
yeah,
drinking
and
with him the previous night, and
you just don't have the right attitude for it either. You're just like, I don't know what's going
I
on.
ended up going to
Just
the office in the afternoon that day. I'm sorry. I'm
like,
so
please leave
bad.
me alone. I just need some time to myself.
I'm
Please spare
so
me from all
bad.
this. I already feel awful already. Please don't make me feel any worse. If I'm
It's
consciously aware that
the
you're making me.
worst. The
Oh my gosh.
worst.
Like there's so many instances like that as well. The most challenging one that I've had though was the one where I actually worked at a trans bar and I had
Okay.
to convince people I was transgender.
Come okay, what? Like I don't know, like
That was
was it
hard.
because like you had to be
Oh no, I'll
so
tell
they give you
friend.
more cookie points or like
Well,
holy
and
shit, that's
here's
a
the
different
interesting thing
story.
about that. So there's the trans bar and there's the CD bar. Obviously, the people working there are going to be completely different because CDs usually like, someone simply like myself get the wig on all this attire and it's just like, there you go, I'm just a normal CD. Whereas trans put all the money into the makeup and like, and hormones and everything. Naturally, that's why the trans bars are much more expensive. It's because the people working there spend a whole lot of
Yeah,
money.
they have
So,
investments. Well, not really
exactly.
invest. I would call them investments is a very how you say
Kind of like a very,
industrial term, like
yeah,
a
industrial
very
term.
thing. I would say they have uh goals and dreams to achieve.
Naturally.
That's what I would say. You
But
know.
the interesting thing is because of that, the standards are higher, meaning you need to present yourself incredibly well. You need to make sure that folks sit there and be like, wow, you're absolutely gorgeous,
Like
presentable.
you
And
work for your thing, like it makes
exactly.
stuff.
Whereas CDs are like, okay, we forgive you if you're a little bit too tall. We forgive you if you stubble, or we forgive, not for me, I don't have any facial hair, or we forgive you if you're a little bit more like muscly or whatever. It's like they forgive you for a lot more details. But for the transgender bars, the clientele are much more aggressive. They have a much higher standard, and if something makes them
If it
uncomfortable,
doesn't like yeah, if it doesn't
fit
like
their
feel
standard,
that
just
standard.
exactly. And that was the scary part behind working there. And the only reason I worked there for like a week.
Mhm.
And the reason behind that is the manager I worked with at the old bar, she ended up moving down south and started her own bar. And I was good friends with her. And she's like, "Oh, you have a vacation for a week. Want to help out?" I was like, "Okay, this will be interesting, I guess." I had no idea it was actually
It's
a
a good
trans.
experience, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. It's a very
And
good
I went there and
experience.
I was like, "Oh, wait, this is a trans bar." And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, why did you invite me?" Why did you
Because you
invite me
can do
over?
it. It's an honor. It's an honor to
Yeah.
be
And then
asked
she was
for
like,
those
"Well,
things.
I know you long enough. You have a good presentation. You have enough of the character and maybe even charisma, maybe to just maintain a conversation and have people feel comfortable with themselves and maintaining a conversation." And she's like, "I know you can do it, so you give it a shot." And I was like, "Okay." Fortunately, it turned out well, but yeah, that was one of the more intimidating parts.
I
But the
feel like
goofier,
it's an honor. It's always an
I know
honor to
it
be
really
in
is.
contest. And from that point, you just go forward with it, and then like just see how well. I feel like for us, it's really for as a skill in terms of how well
Exactly.
you can pronounce it, how well you can make people go beyond the barriers of just
Exactly.
aesthetic.
And the funny thing
It's
behind that is like, what if you're like, if you maintain an effective conversation, at least make them feel comfortable about themselves, they overlook the potential flaws that exist in your presentation. As long
it's a
as you're just like,
battle worth fighting for. Yo,
exact,
it's like
and just
saying, yeah, I'm not perfect.
exactly, and that's the
We're gonna
issue.
have an amazing night. You
Absolutely,
know,
you should show up here. We could have one together.
uh, you know what I mean. It's wunderbar. It's extra. It goes
Absolutely.
beyond. It goes
Absolutely.
beyond
And
that.
that's part of the experience. And that's what's so important is developing this experience because life is short after all. You need to make sure you experience as much as you can. Actually, that's the way I try to that's my hookup line, but apparently it doesn't work
Wait,
very
say it
well.
again.
No, I'm not gonna say that
Say it again.
again. You have to experience as much as possible. Opa, let's experience as much as possible. They're like, "Oh, not quite sure what you meant by that." I was like, "Oh, well, apparently I don't get my point across, I guess. I don't know."
Are
Just
you
sure.
like whenever you ever have the chance, you have like your beer, and then you're like pouring it, you're like, then you accidentally spill on the pants, and you're like,
Oh,
오빠,
oh,
미안해.
oh, oh.
미안해.
That's what it is. It's like, oh, this is like a fine example. It's like, oh, it's like essentially like right over here or something like right here. And you're just like, oh. I just try to clean it up and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling kind of like this is fun, but I'm kind of also uncomfortable at the same time too. I'm just like, I don't know, am I doing my job right or am I not? I have no idea. And it's fun just guessing and just messing around with the customers at times. It depends again how well you know the customers in terms of messing with them. Like it's like fun to like, for example, like some of them really love the karaoke, but sometimes like, oh, you should sing Celine Dion. You need to sing that
Oh,
Titanic song. And I was just like, oh my God, not again. I can't do it, but I just vomit. Every time I vomit, they're like, okay, just stop.
okay,
Here,
so that's
just
okay.
Beatles songs will make
For
us
this
happy.
segment, let's have people like in the chat. All right, type it in quotation marks of things that you would like us to say. How about we do that? We'll do that. Like I'm gonna grab a beer in the meantime. V, are
Figure
you
out
up?
some
Are you
songs.
up? Are you up for it? Do you want to like whatever they type in the chat with quotation marks? If they have quotation marks between the quotes, we can say it.
Absolutely, let's give
Unless
it a
it's like
shot.
totally not
Absolutely
innocent.
innocently.
All
Oh my
right,
God,
let me
yes.
go grab a beer in a quick second. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So people who are still
Let's
in
give it a
here
shot. Let's
in
see.
the
Yeah,
room,
let's exactly see what.
just in quotation marks. If you guys want us to like say stuff, right, we're each gonna say our piece. Just make sure that it's in quotation marks, right?
Wait,
Just so we can think. If it's totally like we don't have to like. If it's totally like not innocent or we don't have to say it, it's very
oh,
subjective.
oh,
So
there's
just
one
make sure you
already.
pick something right. I know there's one already. They're already like fucking with me. All right.
Let's
Just
see.
let it fake. Let it
Alcoholism.
fake. Let it fake.
Okay, fine. Just go through it all the way to the end first, if anything. Like there's alcoholism. V. How many years have you worked as a host and hostess? Is that a question directed or is just an utterance? Like Frank Moreau in Korean. Oh, interesting. So let me say something in Korean.
Oh
Nani?
my god.
나니?
Nani? 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 Ani-chan? Yamete? Okay, there's a fun one. Who tipped the best, Vanity? Younger or older dudes? Younger dudes don't tip for shit. That's for sure. That's what I know for sure.
oh, I still gotta pay for my senior dues or some shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You know, I'm not
The
even
older
supposed to be here.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like the funny thing is, the older dudes generally end up. Okay, how do I say this? Older dudes are more generous in paying for crap, but they still never tipped. Can write something. Older dudes definitely. Yeah, oh yeah, 100% older dudes are far more accommodating for tipping. But like I stated before, the 60-year-olds hated me with a passion. Like 60-year-olds never wanted to talk to me for some weird, bizarre reason. They're just like, yeah, no, I want to talk to that one that looks like she's 19. I was like, oh, what? I'm not 19, only 19 enough.
How do you say that? How do you say that?
What is it?
I
Like,
want to talk to like someone who's like
younger
less
than
than
my
4
granddaughter.
times my age.
I want to treat her like my granddaughter. Like, well, why aren't you hanging out with your granddaughter? I don't
I
know.
feel like
Why
that's like
are you-
sad for me. Like if they ever ask us that, if you less than 4 times your age,
Oh my gosh.
it's like totally.
And the girl I worked with, the one who was actually like 3 years older than me, ended up presenting herself as like 21, and everyone else is Belfort. And I was like,
Hi.
like,
I'm
hi.
only this
Like,
many
oh my.
years old.
And when I figured out her age, I was like, that's not fair. That's not fair. Why are you so popular?
I think it like really just comes with like with styles and you know I'm telling you like yo.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like her freaking style was bonkers. We ended up going on a date afterwards. It was a whole lot of fun. Shoot, no, he was a whole lot of fun. Oh my gosh.
So for more of the quotes, okay, let's see. Oni-chan yamete. Okay, that's
There
the
you
one
go.
that I see. You wanna go? I'll
Oh
go
yeah.
first, maybe, or you
I go first? All right, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Onicha, yamate. Okay, I don't know those effects. I need to drink some more water.
Some soda or soj.
Sole. I'm trying to lose some
Soleil.
of this tummy fat. Like, look at this. Oh my god. Soda's my vice. Same with sour beer. Sour beer is my vice. Oh my god. Like, if I like was in a party with a whole bunch of sour beers, I'm like, yeah, here I am. I'm in Nirvana or something along
Oh
those
my
lines.
god, I love Kurt Cobain.
Oh my god. To go
I'm sorry.
to go to a brewery sometime. We
Alright,
definitely.
okay, we'll go over. So, these are Oni-chan yamete.
Yeah, Oni-chan
Okay,
yamate.
I'll try one.
Oni-chan, yamete.
There you go.
That's
That's the problem. I can't ever go that high. I could go as high as here, but it's like, oh my gosh, I'm too tired. I'm too drunk.
Okay,
Just like,
let's go
what-
for. What's the next one? Next one is Ohio with female voice.
Oh yeah. Ohio. What is it? Ohio.
Right.
Ohio.
Oh my god, I can't compare. That's the problem. I have
Okay,
so much.
how about this one? Okay, the next one is the
voice.
next one. You can't be the biggest Zelda fan if you confuse between Link and Zelda.
Ooh, I need to figure out where did that go? Oh,
It's-
single.
It's on the chat. You can't be
Oh, there
the
we go. Yeah,
biggest-
yeah. There we go. Okay, so you can't be the biggest Zelda fan if you confuse between Link and Zelda.
Oh my god. It's a fucking meme. Like I feel like it's so much favoritism. But like this is like from a video. Like it's from a Spanish person. You can't be the
Oh.
biggest Zelda fan if you confuse. Come on, let's pick more like let's not go to Asia. Let's go to like other
Other countries.
other
Like this one,
countries.
lowly voice.
Zelda. And this one is like what? Like please get them out of my. All right, let me go first
The
this time.
sticky stuff on me one.
Please, get them out of my country. Make them leave Costa Rica.
Oh, I can't even do that thing. Please. Oh my god, I'm
Can
gonna
you do it?
sound
Come
so
on.
dumb. Please
It's
get
so
them
random.
Make them leave Costa Rica. You're tired of his
Oh.
Indian accent or something like that. There we go. Cheers. I gave it a shot.
Oh my god. Okay, the next one is
Speaking of-
Omae wa mo shinderu. And the other one says Nani.
Nani?
Omae wa mo.
Eh? Not the long sword style. What am I looking at? Oh wait, sing that hit or miss song. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss ya.
I'm clearly not cultured enough to know. Not
Oh, we didn't like prep for this. We didn't
Oh,
prep
but there's
for
an
it.
awesome one right beneath that
Okay,
pom
go,
pom
go, go, go.
emoji. So like
Pom, pom.
change getter one. Let me do that one. Like
Yeah.
so this is pretty much like my childhood right over here. And it will drive people freaking bonkers as I drove that. I used to sing this karaoke song, like this Japanese anime hot-blooded karaoke song. And it was like, change ghetto one. And I was like, oh my, and the guys were like, don't do that again. And I was like, oh, I'll never do that again. They're like, why are you singing that song? I was like, because I feel like a fan. And they're like,
Don't
no,
ever do that.
don't ever do that again. I was like, fine. Here's more Beatles. I hope that makes you feel
Here's more
better.
people. She loves you, yeah, yeah,
Like-
yeah.
And they had me sing Hotel California, and they also had me sing
The
what was that
Eagles?
female song? They like had me sing crap, what was that one? I think it was Toxic. I could actually sing that one.
Taste of your lips on your tongue.
Now I can't even sing it anymore.
Taste
Oh,
of your
no, no.
poison paradise.
Okay, apparently I blanked out on that song because I can't sing it
Britney
anymore.
Spears, babe.
Britney Spears. Here's what they had me sing a lot too was ABBA. They had me sing like freaking all the
Dancing
time.
Queen. Oh,
Dancing-
gimme a man
Oh,
at the midnight.
That one. They had me sing that one all the time, and I was like,
Half
they're
past
singing-
12. And it's like,
and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm around a bunch of
oh,
older
I love
people.
it already.
Just-
Shit.
Like, oh my gosh, that's the problem. Oh my
Alright,
god.
guys. It's 1:59. I guess,
my God.
V, how
That's-
long do you want to like stay up? Till
I
15
mean-
minutes or half an hour longer? It's up to you.
I'm totally fine either way.
Gimme.
Gimme your love after midnight. Oh my god, I can't sing that song anymore. Oh, they
Well,
don't say you love it after again, or something along the lines of that. I was like,
It's
oh,
fucking good.
I need to go to karaoke again. That was a whole lot of fun when I was dressed up like this. It was like part of the whole experience when it
Oh
comes
my
to that.
God.
Like, oh my gosh.
It's yo, if I ever go karaoke with you, oh my god.
No, we totally need to go karaoke,
We
whether
have to
it
go
be
do everything together.
we have to. We just have to get a whole bunch of lovely sour beers, maybe. I don't know how.
Drink
Yeah.
whatever you'd like.
Absolutely sour.
Whatever you'd like.
Oh, absolutely. 一緒に歌いましょう。みんな、
いや、
皆さん。
私も行く。
I wanna go.
お、私の心がドキドキしている。Oh, 知っています。知っています。Oh my gosh. It's just,
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't
fucking
pop idol shenanigans.
adventure.
I'm too
fucking
old.
I will never have a boring time with you. I will never have a boring time with you. I
oh,
promise.
absolutely not. That's part of the fun of the hostess presentation.
私の約束。
約束し
It's my
約束
promise.
しましょう。約束しましょう。Ugh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I absolutely have no qualm going a little bit longer if you're totally fine with that. 15 and
Fine.
30 minutes all feels the same to me.
I think
because
people want like fan service, but like
Fan
that has
service?
to like fucking wait. You already showed them your
patience
fucking
is a virtue.
toes.
So that's what I usually did with a lot of my customers. Like some of the customers like, oh my gosh, let's get started. I was like, no, just
Let's
take
get
this
what?
hand. I'm like, no, sit here and talk to me. So that's pretty much what I had them do.
Talk
They're,
to
they're like,
me.
oh, yes,
Talk
seriously.
to me.
Fan service, but it's like they like try doing this, and I'm just like, wait. They're like here, and I was like, no,
No.
talk. We're just gonna talk until I feel like it. They're just
Talk
like,
to me.
okay, fine. And we end up sitting talking for a bit, and they try to like move their hand back right over. I'm like, no, 오빠, 그렇게 하지 마.
그러잖아.
할 수 있지만 지금 시작하지 마. 오빠, 같이 계속 얘기하고 술 먹자.
Oh
I
shit.
was like, let's keep drinking. Let's keep drinking, brother.
Holy
That's pretty much what it was.
shit. I would have been like,
거주 빨아먹까.
right? That means you want to get coffee?
커피 먹자, 오빠.
커피
커피
먹자.
먹자.
커피 두.
두 잔 먹자, 오빠. 사주세요.
jeez.
사주세요. So it's like, yeah, they keep trying, and I'm just like, no. Keep drinking. You need to keep drinking. You need to fill my drinking quota before that even happens. You need to get through 6 beers before that happens. And like, no. I was like, yes, you're going to get through 6 beers.
6 bears.
Before we do anything, you have to get through the 6 beers before I get into the mood of doing anything. Otherwise,
Oh my
I'm not that cheap. Here you go. I'm just gonna have you keep like moving your hand out of the way until you
Is it
get
too
that.
much to ask? Like I guess, have you ever fell in love with your customers?
No, but I once fell in love with one of my coworkers.
Oh, then you've never met me.
Oh, oh my god. The only time in terms of me feeling anything for my coworkers is for like, I think there's like a few of them who were kind of like a good old, again, don't misconstrue this, audience. Please don't misconstrue this. It's not an Oedipus complex or whatever you may interpret this.
Yes.
Definitely had like, I felt comfortable around certain customers that were very fatherly. That felt great.
Fatherly. Oh wow.
Yeah, like, oh wow, you gave me some good advice and yada yada yada. It just feels great just chatting and sitting with you here. It just feels like I'm
Vanity. Do your homework, young
there.
ma'am.
You're like, what are you doing
Come
here with
on
your
to my
life?
next
And I was like,
stream unless your GPA has increased by 0.20 points.
dude, I was one of those kids back in high school, but no one wants to hear about my high school goofy shenanigans. I was a weird high school kid. Little did the people at the bar know about my academic history. If they know, they're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, what are you doing?
Like, oh, you should be in Harvard or
I was like,
Waseda or fucking
or something. You're supposed to be
or
making fun of this.
Kale.
Like,
Or...
no, I don't need to. I'm just here just to relax and enjoy and make people's lives much more comfortable.
I'm just here to compensate.
Compensate and make you feel good and make you feel just comfortable when you go home. But yeah, fun times with coworkers. Those were the best. Because if anything,
I get to hope with you. I hope to work with you one day.
absolutely. Because what we ended up doing is we usually did so many teases in front of the customer. We used to be like, "Here we go," and they just stare and watch me like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you making me more sad?" I was like, "Well, don't you
more
make show?"
sad?
They're like, "Well, I want to participate." Like, no, you're just gonna watch. Just watch. Just play
People
with each
don't
other's
know.
hands.
People don't know that.
No, absolutely. It's part of the anticipation. That's
It's an
part
acquired taste.
absolutely.
You know,
And
acquired
that was
taste.
part of the fun when it came to that. So teasing was a whole lot of fun when it came to that. It was just something I managed to develop naturally when it came to working with some of the customers. Of course, there were the scary ones with giant hands that kind of like grabbed everyone. Like, oh my god, stop! Ugh, your hands are like bent.
Stop it.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my
this is great.
god. There's
Or
like
like-
no aloe vera in your hands.
No, it was worse. He was like a construction worker or something like that. I was like, please stop touching me. You're just making everything worse.
Yeah.
Like, you're ripping apart my dress. You literally are. Your hands rip it apart. It's terrible.
We need to hold hands one day so we can say, oh
we
my
need
god.
to. We
So
do
we
like
can
a
tell each other, like, oh my god, your hands are so soft.
just hold it. And then they'll be like, okay, what do you do with your hands? Why is it so soft? Literally, I've always had that compliment. People like touch my like, why are your soft? And I was like, I don't know. I guess I don't use them very much. And then they end up going to a weird tangent in that regards. I'm like, okay, I wish I didn't bring that up because now you want me to do things with my hands. And I'm like, stop it.
It's because
It's because there's just so much bottles everywhere and it just only reminds them of a few things.
a few
I'm
things.
sorry. I'm being way too promiscuous. I apologize.
You're not
My-
being. Trust me, like, I've done a lot of innocent things over.
Oh, absolutely. Just
Right?
That's part of the
everyone can
appeal.
vouch for me. Everyone in the chat can vouch for me.
Absolutely.
We're like so innocent.
I know, absolutely. That's part of the whole appeal and part of the presentation.
We're
Soft
so
hands.
innocent. Blondie's
Absolutely.
solely stripping. I'm not stripping, alright.
It's true. Oh my gosh! I once had someone give me a 20 and like strip was like, "Where do you think you are?" I was like, "Oh my God. Where do you think you are? I'm not a stripper. I'm only just a CD. You don't want to see what's underneath here. Please don't
It's
look.
America,
Please
so
don't check
here's
what's
a tip.
underneath here. It makes me worried."
Thank you, creepy customer, for the tip. There's supposed to be new gifts playing. There's supposed to be more gifts playing. I don't know why it's defaulting on that, but I promise to fix more gifts later. Maybe we'll have V with the.
But this, the thing that Jess from the other
You're
chat
so
made
fucking
me
special.
do,
I'm
I was like,
surprised. I'm so fucking happy that they fucking.
my gosh,
good.
it feels awkward doing that because like due to my day job, a lot of folks keep doing that. I'm like, what is that? I had to do research, figure out what that thing was, and I was like, oh,
We'll figure it
apparently
out. We'll
first
figure
gen-
it out. We'll do it together. Like, I'm telling
The
you.
fact that those
That's why I'm
small-
so like I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you, like, when you said you wanted to, like, you would love to do this.
Oh, absolutely. I'm completely honored too. This is a rare opportunity. After all, I just
No, you
love
fucking deserve it. I wish I can give you more. You know what I mean? It's just that we're not in the vicinity for me to provide that experience.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And the thing is, like, I love hosting things. Like, again, I'm pretty terrible at it at times because my schedule's bonkers all the time. But like, I absolutely love like hosting events, get together, or whatever. Like, you know how like we had last week, we had all that goofy like Halloween Maid shenanigans. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous
You
because we ended
have
up
to
with
like
Twister too.
do more.
And
You have
that
to
was
like come with us. Just
oh my god.
come with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had cat ears made Twister. That was the challenge in itself. And I was like, oh my god, can we fit 5 people inside a hotel room? And apparently we did. We managed to
We
fit
can.
5 people.
We can. We've done it before. It can. Like one of my biggest regrets was you not being at
Anime Expo.
yeah, one of my biggest regrets. You know, I've had
Totally
like
innocent tip.
thank you. Total innocence, right? Totally innocent.
Absolutely. And that was one of my regrets. It's like I didn't get to see you. I was literally there a
You're
week
so
before.
fucking amazing. Shit.
Oh,
That's why
I can only do
I had to ask you.
no, absolutely.
I had to ask you. You know, I've just said when it comes to like the people who I ask for the streams, it's people who I really admire. You guys, you know, have already you guys have lived your own lives. Like you've done things. Like
Oh my gosh.
you guys don't come from me. You guys already came from wherever you came.
Oh,
You were doing these things before things
oh my
happen,
gosh.
and then when you do it right, it's so much fun. Like I want to drink with you.
After all, life is so short. You need to take advantage of things that you have at the time being. Just go and just
It's
do
a
silly
bounty of
shenanigans.
honor,
And then
you
after
know.
that you think about it and go, well, I wonder why we did that. Oh well,
You
do it
make
again.
life worthwhile, and I feel like that's why I want to like tell people that we're like you're not industrial. You're very
Tip
you're
train.
so much tip trade. Oh, thank you, creepy customer. We appreciate that.
Oh,
We
absolutely. And
appreciate
again,
that.
you were always an inspiration as well.
Mm.
I find you so remarkable. Just the fact that you have so much
Drive
passion
me
and it's so much
attention
fun
to
talking to you
YLS.
too.
And
Because
did you
it's
guys
so,
watch The
at times,
Haunting
so
of Hill
hard to have such a
House?
rich
If
conversation
not,
and
you
just
should get
absolutely
some
love
actual
hearing your
great
thoughts for
piece of
sure.
show.
And that just makes it such an exhilarating experience, at least
Thank
for me as well. Because if anything, just the best part in life, I feel, is if you manage to connect with someone on equal grounds with a fantastic discussion and discourse and so on. I don't know. That's just
I
me.
feel like it's because we're both trained. On one digression, House of the Haunted, I haven't seen it. Everyone's been telling me to watch it on Netflix. House of the Haunting, maybe we should watch it. I don't know. I wanted to do this
Oh my
for
God,
like
we
the
should do
last
that
thing.
sometime. We should
No,
do it.
we're gonna get copyright strike if we're not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
just,
it's you know what? That would be
for like
fine.
fucking like oh god, I feel like I don't know if we had like
Oh no,
some
I
off
get
brand
YouTube
something like
slaps a
that.
lot.
Yeah, we can do that. But I like I just said like going back to holy shit. Yeah, thank you for the donuts and like holy shit like we can I don't know.
You
As
should
long
do
as
something
everyone has
more.
like a fucking Netflix account, but I would love to do like more Rabbit. The reason why I haven't been able to do, I'd love to do more Rabbit like
I mean,
on public streams. It's just that there's just the copyright stuff like
the
that.
copyright strike is part of the challenge, which is why I'm trying to figure out ways like I can dance around that. I've been trying to think of
Yeah.
content material that'd be really fascinating to watch together,
Oh my
or even
god.
just game together
When
too.
I'm ever in your room, we'll have we'll have your thing, and we'll
Oh,
have like the after, the and that can go
oh
on your
no,
Patreon, right? What's your Patreon again?
that was like T Girl Vanity or something like that. Like I know. The funny thing is like when I Google searched myself, I was like, wow, I'm actually one of the few people that's actually T Girl Vanity. What a rare sensation.
How
That's
do
the
you
funny
come
thing.
along as yourself? Like when you
There's
introduce
only
yourself,
two
do you have
T
like
Girl.
do you have like your do you have like a Korean name or do you have like a
Oh,
moniker that like an alias?
oh yeah. I usually go by Vanity, which is funny because back in
Oh
Korea,
shit.
they were like, oh, here's the funny thing. Like, I go like, oh, I'm Vanity, and I was like, well, I don't have that sort of like pride thing going on, so I actually
Yeah,
don't
you're
know why I
very.
picked that
That's what I thought about it. When you're Vanity, you have
name. It's like,
vain, but then again, I
yeah,
feel like when you think you do, you give it justice.
maybe I don't know. I feel like I'm not very vain enough. That's part of the problem. But then with that particular name, I was like, I guess I'll roll with it. All my usernames are all Vanity, so I'll just keep going with that. And when I was in Korea, I don't think vanity was an easy word to say for the Koreans. So I just like I'll just go as V. So everyone knew me as V after that. And they're like, what does V mean? I was like,
My
and I made up a
hairdresser is
every
named
time.
V.
Yeah, I was like, I made up a different name every time or a different reason why it's called V. I was like, I don't know. Clearly pronouncing vanity was a very difficult task. I kept it as V. And ever since then, I
Vanity.
modified it to V. So that's part of the thing. Except when I go out and about dressed like this to certain events, they call me all sorts of different things all the time. But V is the most commonplace
V.
when folks dress me for things, but
Vanetta.
Vanity is what it is. But what's nice about the title T-Girl Vanity is there's only two of them, and one of them's a hooker, so at least
Okay.
at
That
least
means
they
you're the innocent one.
Yep, I'm the innocent
you're
one
the
that don't
innocent one.
advertise myself in hooker
You're the
websites.
innocent one. Yeah, you're the
As in
innocent
spite
one.
of people saying they've seen me in hooker websites, like I don't know how I got there. I'm definitely not on hooker websites. Definitely not on hooker websites, that's for sure. I'm way too busy for such matters.
I know, right?
That's where the
Totally
vanity line comes in. That's where the vanity line comes in.
Totally innocent. Totally.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh gosh, your makeup's not full. I can't stress that enough.
No, I mean like I had to rock the double eyelashes tonight.
Oh my gosh, you managed. That's what I always have to do. That like
I
my
don't
eyes.
have to do, like no, like that's the worst part of like my makeup routine. And if I finally get it, like I just have to do it because you're stellar.
Well, I would say the same thing for you, Mike, because the fact that your makeup is always just so. It's like a good middle ground that I always wish I could achieve, but I couldn't figure it out for myself. But I was just go with the dark time. And double eyelids are gorgeous. The only way I could get those double eyelids is if I have to surgically. I have to like get them and get under the table. And
These double eyelids are organic.
But then they'll say I'm a fakie, and I'm like, that's okay. 90% of the Korean women have double eyelids.
It's okay.
But I want them. I demand them. I need to get them someday. I don't know. I've been making do with makeup techniques to make it look like I have double eyelids.
Okay, so we have to like one day like just go to like fucking Allison's place and then just be like, oh god, we need to shoot a porno.
Oh my god. Or a paw one. Just do enough teases where it looks like it and just stop them. Like, there you go. There you go. Just stop. The most disappointing porno.
It's like, oh,
where nothing actually happens, but it's all built up. That's the best sort of porno. It's all built up that leads up to it with no payoff.
Yeah. We're doing this for the sport.
Oh, absolutely.
If we're doing it for charity.
Oh
Make
my
a
god.
Wish Foundation, right?
Charity. There you go. It would be a great charity. Just have to think of something. I don't know, like what sort of charity could you do by making paw pornography? What was it? Children relief funds. There we go. We should do that. Children relief funds with paw porn.
Yo, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Oh my god.
I
need to. I feel like I should do more charity-based things if I knew more people. That's the thing. I was like, time is short. We need to do a sillier thing.
Shit. Oh, I'm sorry. My shit was bugging. I'm sorry. My screen was bugging.
Oh my gosh. That's the scariest part. Might be a poltergeist. Might be a poltergeist and all of that. That's part of the fun. Was like thinking if my computer's possessed and it does really goofy things. Yeah, something happens. Oh, Boku no Pico. Boku no Pico. Triss. Oh my gosh. Boku no Pico. Oh my gosh. Live action Boku no Pico. Oh my god. That's awful.
There's Boku no Pico 1, Boku no Pico 2. When I announced it with Otsuki.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you're number 3. People are waiting for our sex tape.
Just make it. Oh my gosh, this is all coming out. Just make it a trilogy. Just finish it out. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I can
make it a sequel. Make it a sequel. They're all grown up now, and they're like, well, what's
yeah, this is totally legal.
Yeah, this is totally legal now. It's like they're adults. Yeah, Boku no Pico. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Modernize Boku no Pico for a modern audience. What you end up doing is
a modernized audience. Yeah.
Yeah, just turn them into adults.
Lovely. It'd be very lovely. It'd be.
Oh yeah.
We'll have a very formidable cast.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone I've worked with. And stuff like that. But V, I guess as we you've got less than 13 minutes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I guess like if people want to ask like what got you into cross dress? Like, what are your main motivators for that? Like what makes you feel amazing? And what like are there any tips that you want to like give to other people who are like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Interested?
Because what got me into this in the first place is I've always liked the art. Well, as much as it doesn't seem that way, the whole artistic aspect of it and the whole presentation, that's part of the fun itself. Not to mention for the fact it's just, I feel like I could do more with this. like just my daily standard presentations just kind of like meh. But for this, I feel like I have a bit more of an opportunity that presents itself, and I feel like I should
I
take
love that.
advantage of the fact that this
I love
opportunity is
that.
presented to me. And so it's like, and due to my own experiences, I feel like I should like do something with it instead of it just kind of like stagnate and kind of fade into obscurity. Because if
I
anything,
love that
other people
answer.
have that experience, and it's fun to share that experience
You're
because
very
it's
skilled.
also motivating too for others as well. Because I feel like since I worked with a lot of the younger kids in these bars and just got them motivated, or even like customers that just wanted to present themselves well, I'm like, okay, here's what you can do. This is how you can work on your presentation and yada yada yada. And they just feel so validated based on that too, for the fact that they do look great, feel great at the same time, and also just enjoy being themselves as a whole. So that's pretty much what they generally really glean from this whole experience, especially when it comes to working with the younger kids at these bars, because a lot of them are like, it's really kind of tragic actually. I had
It's
difficulty.
not easy. It's not
It's
easy doing
not
the things that
easy,
we do.
no, but at the same time, it's like that sort of culture does not really facilitate such a lifestyle very well,
It's
especially when
not
it comes to these
easy.
younger kids. And to that point, it really got really depressing actually.
When you think about it, Vivi, let me just, I'm sorry to interject,
Oh
but
no, no, no.
like what's your biggest competition, right? When I ask that, I feel like what's your biggest competition in terms of like when I say that, like the answer is
Mhm.
like if I say what's your biggest competition in terms of like making things like this happen, right? I feel like
Obstacles, I would say. Maybe what sort
for
of
me,
obstacles?
right, for the prerogative,
Yeah.
like it's just I probably should save it for later.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
like, give me a second, right? All
Hmm.
right. Continue as to why I'm gonna be listening to you. I just need to go take a leak right
Oh,
now, so
absolutely, not a
bad.
problem at all.
But yeah,
Oh, absolutely, by all means.
I'll have
But
you
if
over here.
anything, yeah, I
I'll
could
have
hear
you
you
over
too.
here.
I hear your
You
jingles.
say that.
Absolutely, I hear your jingles all the way. I'm getting prepared for the season. That's what it is. I should.
Continue. Continue. So
Oh,
seriously, I'm
absolutely.
gonna listen to you. I'm telling you,
Oh,
I'm listening to you.
absolutely not a problem. But the whole idea behind that is just, it's just, I can only say so much. But it's like there's just such a culture there, and it's kind of just incredibly debilitating too. It just like I felt like I wish I could do a little bit more for a lot of these kids, but it's just like they're in a culture that's really defeating their whole identity, the whole presentation. It's kind of depressing as a whole. I just can't really stomach that, and it only just makes me feel so awful about this as a whole. Just about these kids in general. Just they just want to present themselves well. So when I see a lot of young folks just trying to dress and present themselves in a way, I think it's remarkably validating for them too. And just if anything, just keep finding yourself and find.
I'm sorry, my mic cut out. My mic cut out. I mean, not my mic. My phone cut out. Holy shit! My earphones cut out again. Hold on. You were saying something really important. I'm not catching it on stream because it defaulted to my. Oh shit. Fuck. I feel like I have to end it. I have to end my earphone stream. Give me one quick second while I get. While I call in the cavalry. Let me get in the cavalry, and then I will. I'll come back to you. Alright. earpods ran out of battery. Can you hear me, at least? Did you get muted? Really? Oh, okay. I'm gonna fix it right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, this is like so dumb. Or she's saying my stuff is not connected right now. Okay. Say something.
You can hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I think everyone can hear you. Yeah, I can see it in my...
Absolutely. The funny part was like, I had a motivating speech and everything about like why one should continue dressing up and why it's so inspirational now and like find their identity and find a way to present themselves instead of adversity. And then something cut in the middle of there and the toilet flushed.
Oh my god, it's like,
which is brilliant.
It's like the answer to life is...
Yep, that's essentially what happened. They were just like, well, we can't hear Vanity anymore.
I'm so fucking pissed. This is why like I have to wear these headphones. Like, you see these failed me. You know,
these little things, these little nubs.
It was like for the hairstyle. Like, I don't want to compromise the hairstyle, but then it
Absolutely
betrayed me. I'm fed up with this world. Like,
but it's all part of just being able to connect together here, even if we manage to be fed up.
I love whenever you do a live stream.
I wish I could do more. Just life is like killing me.
Yeah, trust me. It's the same thing for everyone. We'd love to do this on a daily basis or like on a weekly basis.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, Instead, like, I got my silly videos.
Like, I thank you for inviting me to your stream before. Even if it was like after I did my show.
You got plenty to say.
Amazing to speak with. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's because like we complement each other well. Like,
absolutely.
You know, like if anything, if I could arrange the streams in the way that they're ordered, like, you'd be... I would love to. I would just... You mean a lot.
Oh my god.
The problem is that we've never even fucking like really seen each other IRL.
I know, right? You know oh my god. Well, that's the thing. Someday I'll make it a priority for sure.
No, we'll work together. I don't want you to do this alone.
Absolutely, that would be great.
It's gonna be between me and you. I'm gonna go over there, right, and then just be like, there's something off about your makeup, and I'll just use that as an excuse to get close to your face.
You just made my heart skip a beat. And I felt a little weird inside right here. But still, I think some giblets are moving around. But yeah.
It's going to be so much fun. We're going to explore so many different styles together. Like, I feel like if we dress each other up.
Oh my god. Can you imagine the content that will be manifest from that? It'll be goofy. That would be.
It's going to be legendary. It'll be legendary if you get me on that bed.
Oh my god, and then we take one picture and people are like, that's all we get? How dare you? But the power of imagination is there. That's what makes it so fun. The imagination behind it.
I think they call that hope.
Absolutely. The inspiration. Inspiration wanting more.
It's called hope.
Absolutely. And that's what makes life so much fun too. Or at least for the most part.
Fucking beautiful. Oh my god. Okay guys, I guess you've got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. We're looking at the chat. Are there any questions near at the end? I see statements. I see there needs to be more Vanity on Blondie Talks. I agree with that. But I don't want to spoil you guys. You know. I don't want to spoil you guys with this.
With this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there's nothing to spoil here. This is basically how I draw my looks. Absolutely. And it was a real...
This is a good question. Just curious. When not dressed as girls, do you pass as boys?
Actually, in most instances, when I go to the male bathroom, generally the older people freak out and kind of run out. If that explains anything.
I'd say, yeah, I can pass as a boy. I'm versatile. Absolutely. I had to don't totally change myself to pass as a boy.
Absolutely. It's just my hair. I have longer flowing hair too. It's kind of weird. That's why I have to get all my hair, scrunch it up and smush it in here and there we go, that works. Because it makes me look I don't know, maybe like hipster, probably not. I don't know.
That's a really good question. I mean, like for me, like it depends. Like as I said, I have to be, I guess, semi-working. I get a lot of my working stuff. Dressed as a girl.
Yeah, same here. As I think the only people who generally like confuse me is the ones who have bad eyesight and are older.
Yeah,
Generally, because even in Korea, I think on numerous occasions when I just go to the bathroom, I have a lot of older people just like flip out and just like, oh my god, and they just leave and they go to the women's bathroom. I'm like, well, yeah, I don't think, and I just leave because I don't know what else.
I mean,
to
it
do.
depends. Like you have to be versatile. Like
Absolutely.
whether someone whom you want, like wants you to be a boy, and someone who wants to be a girl. Like I think for me, it goes both ways. Like I can be a boy too. You know,
Same
I can be a
here.
boy too. Like that's how I get my champagne call. Champagne call when I do hostess.
Same here. This is how I get.
You know.
This is
That's
how
how
I
we get. That's how we work. How we get paid. We have to do these things. It's not like we want to do them,
but we have to do what it
we have
takes.
to do it just so we can survive. It's not easy doing
Absolutely.
these things. So we have to like go through alternative ways of just trying to make it happen. You know.
Because it just makes life much more interesting at the same time, but it makes it better too.
Yeah. It gives us experiences that we can share with you. Okay, next question. Now, how do you stay attractive all the time?
Presentation. Not only just presentation, but just being confident with yourself.
I think for us, it's more of like it's more of a statement. We are attractive.
There we go. It's like I'm attractive. I don't even know how I stay attractive. It's just a blessing. No, there we go. I think it's mostly I feel like in terms of being beautiful, it's about how you perceive yourself, because you just need to demonstrate a sense of confidence in how you understand who you are and what defines you and what you could offer to others. And when you discover that awareness, you become much more beautiful inside, and people recognize that at the same time. I don't know. It's kind of it's something that exudes out of you.
Yeah.
In the most,
when you think about it, I feel like how do you stay beautiful all the time? It really comes from who you may be as a person. You know, like you're still yourself when you do your makeup, when you present yourself this way. When you present yourself this way, you may not look the way that you are when you don't set yourself up.
Absolutely.
But it just shows that you care.
No,
everyone is gonna like bag on you. Oh, they do this, they wear makeup, they do this, they do that, right? But the majority, you're playing a character, you're being someone who you're not. But in the end, right, when you think about it, when it all comes down to it, we're all really being ourselves. We're being ourselves to a point. Like I've had people call me characters, people who try to test my integrity by saying, "Oh yeah, Blondie's doing this for that, for this or that," right? But then again, they don't really know me that well.
And how could they make that judgment if they don't know you in person?
Maybe what you know, like if I were to hypothetically say like this is my real self.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I want to break out. You know, it can be very discomforting, but then again, like you roll forward with the punches, no matter how strong that person is, right?
Absolutely.
The only person who's gonna know yourself is yourself, and like from that point, you move forward with it. I've been attacked with other things that people like trying to say who I am or like what I've done and things like that.
They can't really make that judgment if they don't know you, though. That's the part of the challenge.
It's not who you've been; it's about who you've become, and just hope that whom you've become, is much more strong and forthcoming. You know, people have made mistakes. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And in order to progress forward, you just have to glean from it, understand what may have possibly manifested from that, and move on forward and become a stronger person because of that. As well. Just recognize what may potentially transpire to in the future. Things just don't stop there. Things grow and evolve and progress. And that's what makes it, again, interesting.
It's beautiful, you know. It's not about what you've done. It's like what you can become and what you've done.
Absolutely. And take pride in who you are and what have you accomplished at the same time, too. Because,
just don't be conceited and
no.
Don't be conceited, don't be arrogant, you know.
That's where blind vanity comes in. Vanity is about pride and arrogance. I was like, oh, well, oops. Oops.
See, I think that's like our forms. Like me, there's super innocent Blondie, and then there's evil Blondie, and then there's Vanity.
Consistent Vanity.
I'm
just Vanity. Just consistent Vanity.
There's Vanity, and there's super arrogant Vanity.
Super good Vanity.
Two
I think that
coins,
only manifests very, very, very rarely when it comes to dealing with customers. I'm like,
It
no.
depends. Who wants to get the business? It's like you've had customers who are like, who want to treat you wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you're like, okay, yo, I can
oh my gosh, like,
suck more dick better than any bitch you ever had.
oh my gosh, like that hit me so hard when it was
Oh
like
god, I'll
someone
hit
was
you so
charging like
hard if I
lover.
was totally not innocent, but I'm totally innocent.
Absolutely. Oops, like I maybe missed a few.
I think we've totally missed a few.
Like missed a few.
Here's a good one. Vanity, are you married or single?
I almost got married. Almost, but nope, no, did not happen. So single, yay! That's a whole different. That's a whole different other story right there. That's a whole totally different story right there in terms of what may have transpired there. But it was a fun, interesting experience. So no, I am single. I'm single. And have no children. Wait, actually, no, I have several children across the.
You're all my children.
You're all my children. There you go. Single, but with many children. So take that as you will.
Many children.
Many children.
So
you just need to support child support of 100 children across.
100 children.
Absolutely. I wonder what my children are doing right now. Actually, now that I think about it, in Korea, those ones that I mentored and raised, and I was like, I hope you all are going out there and entertaining some guests and making them feel good about themselves. And just giving them company and appreciating their life a little bit better. And then I just wondered what they're doing. And I saw one of them at a hooker website, and I was like, him.
I did not teach you the force. You're the dark side of society.
Oh, they succumb to the temptation of getting prostitution money.
Holy shit. Okay, we're at 2:35. We're at 2:35 right now. Okay, guys, I feel like this is gonna be the conclusion of the stream. Thank you very much for coming. Do you want to do fan service?
It's totally up to you. I'm very flexible.
You're very flexible. I'm like doing like this mirrored shit right now. Oh my god, I'm fucking everything up. Right
oh no!
How do I do that?
It was marriage, and I was like, okay,
no.
but now we're
what is this? This is like the void.
No. Because we were talking about marriage and nice things about that, and it's like fan service. And it's like,
okay, there. I fixed it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, guys, today's fan service, I guess. We're doing half screens. Okay, I guess synchronized fan service.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to move this around so I can actually have a better idea of what.
Yes, yeah, you have the door. We have our doors over there. We can gauge.
Yeah, we got the doors right here.
The amount. You want to go first? If you want to do it, it's not mandatory.
I have to figure out what. I'm putting me in the spot, so I have to figure out what fan service I could potentially.
Okay, fine. Then maybe I should go first. That's okay. Show earlobes and toes. No, that was banned. Right?
Absolutely.
Alright. Fan service. Well, at least I did the outfit check.
Alright, so there we go. So we can do this. Wait, and I need to move my stuff.
We can do this. Or that.
That one?
No.
See if I can.
Really don't know.
Let me see if I can mimic that. So there we go. So I'm over here. My camera a little bit lower here. There we go. Oh, ignore this one. There we go. Ooh, I'm in the shadows. So we do this.
Okay, for fan service, we go.
Like this. Oh my gosh, it's like weird synchronized movement right over here.
That's fan service. I mean, everyone has like shit. So, how about you drop something and then like you bend over to pick it up?
Oh, okay.
Alright, I dropped.
Let me see.
This pushing. I dropped this pushing. Okay. Right? I mean, okay, the pushing is weird.
I know this is not nearly as alluring as I would think it is.
We're trying to make it provocative as we can. Come on, we're told. Okay.
There we go, like
What
this.
else do we do? What else do we do? Do we go like on the chair like that, or?
Oh my
My
god.
chair is not.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This is provoc. Oh god, I'm getting. Oh.
I know, that's what I'm feeling too. It's just like, ugh.
We're trying to do fan service for you guys. Like,
I'm actually trying to mirror, but that's what I'm trying to accomplish.
my back hurts.
Oh wait, is that not fan service? I thought we were doing the back hurt pose.
We were trying to make it work. Alright, I hate that. Holy shit. We're trying to make it work, guys, alright?
I'm trying to, actually, my objective was trying to mirror everything that you're trying to do.
Okay, they want to do monocoline, so.
What's monocoline?
Monocoline is like. It's like,
Oh wait, so it's like this. Like this?
shit. I mean, my fan services are like staple. Like I can show you my fan service stuff, but I can't bend my back this much at this angle.
There's only so much I can do in terms of twisting my back, but it's like. Oh wait, I see. Sorry, but it has to be here.
Monocoline, and you have to like put a beer on your back. Kim Kardashian. It going up. Okay.
Okay, that's too much work.
No, because this is on a slant. I can't bend my back like that. They're doing so much. Okay. I'm about to replicate a. One of my staple fan services, right?
Yep.
Is like this, right? Okay, I have to put my hands over here.
Oh, that one. Alright, let's see if I can do that.
This is my staple.
Okay. So if I could do this.
This is my staple.
Oh shoot.
Put your hands. This is why. This
There,
is why your hands. This is my staple, like that.
I'm way too paranoid. I need to figure it
You
out.
can't then. It's okay.
I need to figure it out. Like
That's
literally
my
just
staple.
if I do this and just do this. I can't do it so often.
You have to practice. You have to practice again.
Practice.
In
Alright.
private.
I'll
Trust
practice
me.
for next
I'll put my
one.
head between your legs just to make sure you have the proper leg length
Oh,
up.
absolutely. Thank you.
Alright, we can
After all, I
totally
think
make it work. That's my staple. That's my staple.
That's the one that
I have
works.
to like fucking like fit it within the screen.
I don't know. For me, like every time I try doing that, I feel like something's gonna like rip or something. I'm just like, oh shoot, that's gonna go, and I'm like, oh.
We're gonna find out personally.
Absolutely.
Vanity
There.
gal. Vanity.
That was
You're
embarrassing.
so fucking amazing to have on my stream. Thank you for setting
Oh,
the
absolutely.
theme setting. Like I loved it when you said hostess. This
Oh,
is my
absolutely.
version of hostess, and everyone thought I was a
Princess.
pageant girl. Totally not the point.
Oh my
Whatnot.
gosh.
It's a wonderful stream for guys. If anything, I want you guys to take. I want you guys to visit Vanity Gal, Plain Pleasure, YouTube. I'm gonna have the posts and links up on my page. On this recap at the description, please visit Vanity Gal. Vanity Gal will teach you, Vanity Gal will teach you a lot of shit. The ways of being appealing. They work at hostess clubs. I've never worked at a hostess. I've worked at host clubs, but I've never worked at hostess clubs. And they can teach you how appealing you can be to any gender or anything like that. Like, I really applaud them. They're special. Like, I can talk with them all day, all night. This is why I had to extend the stream. This is why it's almost going at 3 hours.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you better be sorry. You're gonna fucking
I
pay
know.
me back when I fucking
kept
visit
you hostage here. That's
Right.
part of the problem. I kept you hostage. That's part of the role of the hostess.
But I've never been upset at a point, so thank you for the special service.
Oh, and thank you so much for inviting me. It was
I'm
such an
glad
honor.
you're here.
100% honest.
Trust me, if you were here right next to me,
Ah,
it'd be a totally different story.
Oh, it would.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
it can only allow my imagination to go wild, as
Oh,
well as
trust
potential
me,
audience as
I'm
well.
super innocent. I'm still waiting
Yeah.
for someone to take me out of there, but you're a top contender for it.
You're making my heart just move a little bit.
You're amazing,
In a way.
Vanity. Oh, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to know more. If anything, you can visit Vanity Gal's YouTube channel at Plain Pleasure because I love feeling pleasure normally, especially when it's like this.
Oh my gosh,
Pleasure.
yes.
Visit their Patreon if you want to like show support and like try on like
Oh,
the latest hottest stockings or pantyhose.
oh my gosh. It
Trust
just
me.
as a heads up, a lot of the stuff in there comes from just uncensored stuff on YouTube that YouTube will yell at
Oh,
me
I
for.
totally never knew that you were.
Well, it's because when I record things, things happen by accident,
It's the
and now
uncensored part. Trust me, I've had those things too.
a million
That's
accidents.
why Chill on Friday season 2 episode 8 is never going out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just so
we
many
have
accidents.
our wardrobe
Oops, moments.
malfunctions, right?
Yeah,
Our wardrobe
absolutely.
malfunctions. So
That's why I can't do this because I'm like I'm afraid of a wardrobe malfunctioning
we
happening on
have to. It's
stream.
practice, right?
Gosh, yeah.
We cannot. We can't circumvent. We cannot
Circumvent around
to go around. We cannot
circumvent.
sacrifice. We can't our innocence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's just
Despite
how
all
it
the oops
goes.
and moments.
Safe crossplay, safe cross dress, safe transing. That's how it goes. All right, guys. Thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you, Vanity. I have to face it.
This
Thank you,
way. Thank
Vanity
you.
Girl. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Arigato.
Arigato. Oh.
Arigato.
Thank you very much for coming to the
Doritashimashite.
stream.
Arigato.
Chilling on Friday, NTR November T Reverie. Blondie loves Vanity.
Oh, and I love you too, Blondie.
Here.
My heart goes out to you.
It's amazing. Like you kept me up more than like 45 minutes than I was supposed to be.
I'm sorry. Oh no.
Here. Totally
Oh, even I went off
innocent.
screen.
Totally innocent. What is it? Totally innocent. Traps not thought. I remember. Vanity, would you like to say anything before we bail?
And again, as like I stated many times before, thank you so much for having me. It just like fills me with such joy and pleasure, just like the expressions you're making right now. It just fills me with joy. And just
Yeah,
your energy is just so
great stream.
inspirational. I just absolutely gravitate towards it. So it's just such a blast. I had so much fun. I really do appreciate this for
You know
sure.
what that means? Next year we have to make it better, right?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's kick it up a notch.
Yeah. Skip up a notch.
Let's kick it up a
Ask another
notch.
question.
Let's do it.
Ask another question.
Do some collabs.
Alright.
We have to
No, down. I'm fucking down.
absolutely. Let me just do something goofy.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
for sure.
I fucking feel it. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. You guys kept us up so long. Be on watch for the next Chill on Friday Natarari series, NTR series, Blondie Loves series. This is Blondie Loves Vanity. When this video goes up, please visit all the links in the description. Show Vanity some support. Vanity specializes in interpersonal relationships along with hosiery as well as entertainment purposes for crossplay, cross-dress. They're very experienced. They're extremely experienced. This is the only reason why I had asked them to come on my streams, other than them being amazing company. They're amazing company. Like, holy shit.
That really, like I said
Crossplay,
before, you just
cross-dress, then I would have, I don't care. I
there we
don't
go.
care if I would dig her out. Like, you're amazing to speak with. You're amazing to speak with your Vendetta body. You're fucking amazing.
And again, you just have so much energy. I just gravitate so much
You
towards it.
say that. Oh my god.
No, but it's
Like,
true.
yo.
That's what makes this work, is because you're just so much fun to chat with, and you just have so much energy and charisma and everything else
Oh
going
my
on.
god.
It's like that's where it's feeling. Unless there you go. That's where
You
it's
make
feeling.
it feel that way. I'd never like this is your theme. You said the glam hostess and I work with you. I did not know what I was gonna wear today.
And it worked. You got it. You got it down. Folks love it. Come on. You're right.
Oh, you're gonna love me. But yeah. V, please visit V. I'm telling you, if you want to go on your crossplay stuff, right? When it comes to aesthetic and
Eventually.
finding awesome hosiery and experience, please go to V. All right, V. Is there anything you want to say?
Just wrapping things up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Blondie. It's just been a joy. Absolutely.
We have to do this again next year.
We
if I'm
do.
still
We
alive.
need to do some
Right.
collab-based
It has to be
shenanigans.
special. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Go
make
to
it-
go to V's YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. All that's gonna be posted in the bottom link below, right? V, do you have any hashtags or anything like that? Any last minute words you want to say?
Other
Before I
than
close
that,
out?
愛してる.
I said it.
愛してる.
Alright, guys, thank you very much. Blondie Talks NTR, formerly Blondie Love Series, formerly known as NTR November T series. Even though we love PewDiePie Reverie, totally innocent, Traps Not Thought, I am Remember.
気をつけて。
愛してる.